Sweet.
Start. Okay. Well, I like Clint's idea of doing like a recap kind of deal. Hang on a second, let me fix my settings real fast. Ooh, we got some like church bells going on. Okay. I'm gonna turn that down so it's hopefully not too loud in the recording. Okay. All right. So last time you guys had your rehearsal with Seriphai at the Moonlight Theater, and thankfully Hegnus was not hungover anymore for that. And you guys went and did a 3-act set for Seriphai and her 2 employees that are there, and some of the other people that were working at the Moonlight Theater. And she gave you some feedback, but you guys did a really great performance. It increased your reputation score. And so now you guys have that to take with you to your performance tomorrow. And you guys are booked for a gig at the Braided Beard on the south side of town.
All right.
Awesome.
I guess, I was also thinking about it's too late for this now. But I always feel weird doing something like hello and welcome, but that's what Matt Mercer always does. I've been listening to a lot of Critical Role
Critical Role.
recently, yeah.
I love it.
Is it Thursday? Is it Sunday yet?
Is it Sunday yet?
Is it
Should be a
Monday
thing.
afternoon when Sarah remembers to load it onto YouTube? So hello and welcome to Adventures in Melodia. So as you guys are leaving,
A bunch of grumpy dudes outside.
yep.
I need to ask one of them why they were protesting the. What were they saying?
I'm gonna,
Taking our land or something like that.
yeah, I'll reread this to you so you can be briefed again on this.
Joker jobs.
As you all are leaving the Moonlight Theater after your rehearsal, so glad we watched that episode. You can hear chanting and angry voices outside. It's a protest! Angry citizens dressed in rags and simple clothes are forming a crowd, marching and shouting incoherently together. Weaving amongst the people is a grubby-looking halfling girl who clearly isn't a part of the protest, but seems to be staying with the crowd. She sidles up close to one of the better-dressed people for a moment, then scurries away before creeping up behind another person. Nobody in the crowd seems to notice this halfling girl because they are all busy yelling. When Alejandro starts paying attention to her, he notices that she is indeed reaching into pockets and satchels quite sneakily. She is using the movement of the crowd as a distraction, and nobody has noticed what she is doing. The different protesters are carrying farm tools and shouting things like, "Give us our farmlands back," and "Chantillas will be done! Take back the earth!" They have gathered at the front steps of a large cathedral-type building at the center of Base Bay. The doors of the building are closed, but a few shadowy figures can be seen through the stained glass windows moving around inside. So, you guys want to,
I think I'm still hugging someone.
you still want to try to hug a protester?
Well, that's where we left off, I thought, that I was hugging a protester and attempting to charm them before I even knew any of this info.
Yeah, I was just, I was gonna let you gain some more knowledge before you made a decision. But yeah, if you want to go up and hug somebody, you certainly can. The circle icons are like more important people. Okay, so if you look closely, there's the chick with kind of like bluish hair. Is that the one you were talking about, Clint?
No, I was talking about the one above her.
The crazy
The
looking
black
chick?
hair. Yeah, the crazy
With
looking
the like
chick. Yeah, yeah.
crazy, okay. Yeah, so Crazy Face McGee, that's, yep, that one is the halfling who's sneaking around, the grubby looking halfling.
Gotcha.
And then this other chick, yep, she is kind of at the head of the group of people. Actually, here, I'm going to read this next part. Eventually, one of the large, heavy front doors can be heard unlatching. Then it creaks open just enough for one person to slip through. So that's the front doors of the church here. Let me bring this guy. Oh, nope, 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 nope. Hang on, let me look at your screen. Okay, your screen still looks normal. Give me just a second. Technical difficulties.
Womp womp.
No.
While Sarah's looking that up,
Sorry.
does anyone know how long it takes to don a costume?
There we go.
1 minute.
Yes.
1 minute. Gotcha. Okay.
We
Good
were
to know.
talking about sleight of hand to do it faster.
There we go. Okay, sorry about that.
Gotcha.
Got the guy. Okay, a tall, slender, fair, elven man dressed in navy robes, beautifully embroidered with gold harps, steps out onto the large top front step, standing face to face with a half-elf woman. That's the one with the blue hair. And she's wearing simple quilted farmer's clothes. The front door of the church closes firmly behind the elf, but he does not appear concerned for anything other than the people standing before him. The half-elf woman is one of the cleanest and tidiest of the group, and she appears to be the leader. She turns to the crowd and waves her arm in a shushing gesture, and the people begin to quiet down behind her. "What seems to be the problem?" the robed elf asks the woman in a calm but confident voice. He speaks loudly, turning to the crowd after looking the woman in the eyes. You all can still see the dirty halfling girl, but now that the crowd has settled, she has been forced to hold her position. She seems unaware that anyone has spotted her. Up on the steps, you can hear the woman in the with the blue hair, the half-elf woman, say, "The city is destroying more and more natural land in order to expand its borders, and it's at the expense of our people." The crowd raises their fists and pitchforks in the air, and they shout briefly, "Ah, yeah!" The Church of Melil is a powerful force in the city. We ask that you join us in preserving the wilds outside of Base Bay, and with your influence, we might steer the Baron in the right direction. If the city does not repair what it has damaged, surely Chantia will inflict a blight upon our crops. Dun dun dun. And everyone's like, "Yeah! Chantia's will be done! Praise Chantia!"
And that was a. How do you spell that? Shantia?
Chantia. Chauntea.
Huh.
Here, actually, I'll put it
Is
down.
that. Let's see if I have any skills. Never mind.
So you've got a thief in the crowd. You've got protesters, obviously trying to convince this church leader guy. He's dressed like a cleric, to join them. And you guys have just kind of happened upon this. So you can choose to do something about it, or you can just carry on. You can go on to some other part of the city if you want to. But this is what's happening.
How far am I from the halfling?
Let me see.
30.
Yeah, I think I was
Ish.
thinking these squares are more like 10 feet. I'll have to see if I can change that.
Oh, welcome to maps not quite lining
Mhm.
up correctly.
Yeah. So just double it, whatever that distance is.
It's
That's how
not
far
bad.
you are.
Yeah. Well, I definitely want to get the stuff she's been stealing.
Like Hegnus's first thought was to try to like hastily don the costume of the like um
The guard outfit.
Mm.
yeah, but
Yeah.
I think that would take too long to
Yeah. It's a minute.
I
It
mean,
might
if
not
you're
be too long.
doing that, then I might as well put my costume on as well. I would seem to outrank you, but I would follow at a bit of a distance, like I'm just kind of observing.
and Robbie has
Because
the
Robbie does, yeah, because
rainbow.
Robbie has the rainbow guard or whatever.
Yeah.
He's got like the FBI or the CIA
It's like
or
the
whatever,
king's
the Secret Service.
kind of like Secret Service, because it's like the king's personal guard, but also sometimes he can send them out to do things that he would only trust his most his most trusted servants to handle.
Yeah, so I'll go ahead and don that.
Okay.
Uh, well, I'll move behind this building and then don that so that no one sees me just standing in the middle of the square. In fact, I'll go into this bush. I'm sure I'm shorter, or I'm shorter than it. So
Pretty big bush.
Yeah, it's probably like a tree. You're
yeah,
good.
I'll hide underneath it and
Yeah.
put that on, and then just kind of mosey my way over here. You said they're 10 feet squares,
Yes.
or 10, 20, 30, 40. Yeah, that's 60 feet away. I should still be able to hear normal speaking voices. Isn't that the threshold, 60? I forgot the rule
I'm not
on.
sure actually.
I never enforced it. I was always just like, if
I'll
you
Google
could
it.
see them.
It says when a character is trying to be quiet, they can typically only be heard about 35 feet away. Normal noise level about 70 feet. Really loud 350 feet. That's so much further than 70. I would say 35, 70, 150
Yeah.
instead of 350.
Yeah.
So we'll say that. If you're trying to be quiet, you can still be heard 35 feet away. These people are they're being loud, so you can probably hear them quite a ways away.
Is Alejandro changing his outfit, or is he staying?
I was thinking about just rolling this chick.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not in combat until you decide to be in combat. So for now,
So
you
I
guys
can
just
I can just fake it. Can make it an illusory guard and then just tell her to hand it over. She's gonna get it.
There are no radius
My first thought.
specified in the handbook, DMG, or monster manual. Some sentient magic items can hear or see within a radius, but it doesn't say.
all right. Well, I like the 35, 70, 150.
Yeah,
That seems pretty
I
realistic.
just searched Jeremy Crawford, how far can you hear? If I have any questions about D&D, I just search Jeremy Crawford and then
It's true.
that.
He is pretty proactive.
Well, isn't he the main guy now? He's
Mhm.
like the lead rule designer, right?
Yep.
Like he took over for Guy Jax.
Hmm.
Assuming Guy Jax is even still alive.
I'm pretty sure he passed. I know
I
his
thought he
son's still
did,
alive.
yeah.
Yeah, he did.
I guess Hegnus will follow Robbie's lead, so
Yeah.
he'll go over to the bush tree thing and
You guys can go together.
The changing tree.
Yeah.
I wish
the
I could
changing
label
tree.
things on here.
The changing tree. So
Yeah.
Hegnus will take off his bardic regalia, his battle armor, and put on the what was the name of the town guard here?
It's just like the base bay city guard.
Okay, gotcha. Base band. Okay.
They have navy and gold. Oh, you know what? I actually found I think I can make this pop up on your screen. Did the little thing
Ooh,
come up?
yeah,
Oh
totally.
yeah, I
I
did. I
also
just
stole that
closed
from
it. Sorry.
Pathfinder, but
That's
yeah,
the
kind of
iconic
like that.
wizard. Nice. Okay. Dope. Okay. I guess I'll spend a minute changing, and then I'll run my little stumpy dwarf self up to Robbie and Alejandro.
And
I'll
Alejandro's
follow their lead.
staying dressed
Okay,
as he
that
was.
popped up, but then when I tried to open it, it just let me switch.
You just have to go back to the tab and open it again.
Every time I click on it, it just moves. Huh. I'll open this and then open that. Nope, it just moves around.
Yeah, that's all there is.
There it is. For some reason, it's just white on mine. I'll just copy it, I guess.
Mm.
Put it in a notepad.
Oh, you can reopen it in the journal tab.
Yeah, I tried to, but for some reason, nope.
Hmm.
Huh.
Mm.
Cause yeah, I'm just getting
I made it pop up on
this.
here again.
Well, I see those guys rolling up on her.
I saw it and I closed it because I thought it was something I did. Let me expand it.
You guys are just rolling
Nope.
up on her, right?
I'm kind of following Robbie's lead,
That's reputation.
but I mean, if he is the Rainbow Guard, maybe I'll go up first. Does that seem wise? I'm not the most charismatic man.
What? You're a bird.
Yeah, kinda.
Well, I'm gonna back you guys up with an image. I'm gonna put a big, ugly, half orc Bay guard standing right behind her as they approach. So she turns
Oh,
around, she'll see that guy.
okay.
Nice. Okay.
You doing
Okay.
like minor illusion?
I'm gonna move slightly away from the others to maintain my. I'm
No,
not with
I gotta
them.
burn a spell slot to do silent image, so it's the big
Silent
one.
image, that's right.
Yeah,
Oh wow. Okay.
And you said a half orc?
yeah.
I bet I could find one. Let's see.
Blooped.
And that one can move and stuff. So if she turns around, he does the with his finger.
Awesome. Awesome.
I like it.
Heck yeah.
All right, there you go.
Uh,
He's kind of purple, but imagine he's wearing blue. Because you have him in the base bay guard outfit, right? Is that what you said?
Yep,
Yeah. City
yep,
guard.
right there.
Okay.
So a square is 10. So I have a movement of 25. So I guess I'll spend 2 rounds moving up to her, I guess.
What was it that you hold down to ping?
I think it's just
You
left
just
click.
push and hold.
Left click.
Yeah.
Oh, you just push
Click
and
and hold.
hold?
Hmm.
Oh, I was like, control, double click, alt, double click, shift, double click.
Push and
Okay,
hold.
so this dude up here.
It's alt.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's
Okay.
he's pretend.
Awesome. Hygnus will move up. I guess between these two people right here, and I'm in my like guard uniform, and I'll kind of shout at her. I'm like, "Hey, lassie, you're picking pockets."
She is going to turn to you and be like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And you notice that she is like really rough looking, exceptionally ugly. And it's not just the dirt. She's got pockmarked skin, asymmetrical features, chipped, crooked teeth, matted hair, sunken eyes, almost skeletal physique. Um, it's just not pleasant. And she's like, pickpocket? I don't even know what you're talking
Sorry, I tried to mute, but I couldn't get there. Robbie, who has been talking to, I'm gonna say a crow or a small owl on his shoulder instead of an earpiece, since those haven't been invented yet, uh, is going to take notice of that and be like, a hag, and move up and try to charm her. So I'm going to cast Charm Person. Uh, I don't need to do anything, but
about. Real quick, what is Hegnus's passive insight? I don't have his thing.
Oh yeah, passive insight is shit. 11.
Oh, okay. When she says pickpocket, ain't no pickpocket. I don't know what you're talking about. You can tell that she's kind of like putting on a little bit of a front. She totally knows what you're talking about.
Gotcha.
Okay. And then Robbie is going to charm
we're trying to
person.
charm her.
Okay, wisdom save for her.
Yeah,
Let's
13.
see. Oh, she gets a 6.
Ooh,
So what are you
alright.
gonna?
Uh, so Robbie goes over, and if he can reach, like, puts his hand on her shoulder, and he's like, look, I know that I look imposing, like, I know that I'm part of law enforcement, but if you just tell me what you're doing, I promise I'm not going to turn you in unless it's something terrible, in which case, we will have some leniency here. So just let me know what's up. Like, I promise you can trust me, and you can trust
Doing the good cop.
whatever bird it is that you see on my shoulder.
Alright, she kind of like looks around, shifty eyed, but she does like seem like she's kind of relaxing a little bit in your presence, and she's charmed by you. So she's gonna lean in really close to Robbie and say, "All right, listen, meet me on the other side of the well, and I'll tell you what I'm doing, okay?" And then she's gonna.
Robbie whispers back, "Okay,
She
just
turns.
go over there, and I'll wait a couple minutes, so it doesn't seem like we're doing anything sketchy, and I'll meet you there."
Okay.
And then loudly he's like, "You have done nothing wrong. You are free to go."
um,
Awesome.
she's gonna turn around and see that guard like right behind her, but she's kind of used to having guards like come up on her, so she's kind of like ooh, and then turns and goes the other way. As far as she can tell, it looks like a real guard, and then she's gonna kind of just go away from the crowd a little bit over here on the other side of this well.
Right. I guess it's Alejandro's character turn. Before I go to meet her to just let time pass.
Yeah, you guys can do whatever. If you want to take turns, you can, or if you want to just like
All right, I'll move over
Robbie can just do
here
his thing and the others can
after
follow.
like a couple minutes. But if something happens before that, that's fine.
Yeah, so negotiations between the elf and the half elf are going to continue up on the steps. But if you guys choose to move away from that, you can't really hear what they're talking about anymore. You just kind of hear the occasional like ah from the crowd, and then they kind of die down again.
Oh, I'm gonna stay where I'm at.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
And then
I'll do the
Robbie
same.
does not care unless they are like a church of Ogma or Walking.
nope, neither of those.
Okay. Yeah, so Robbie doesn't care about this church shit. He's gonna go meet with this weird looking girl and see what's up with her thievery.
All right, so once you get over there, she's like, "Listen, man, just being honest. I'm broke as hell. Just trying to get by in the city. I hitchhiked my way here. I managed to get in, but I can't really afford to live, so I just take advantage of the opportunities I can get, and I steal what I can, and that's the way that I get by. So I was kind of bopping around from person to person, just trying to get what I could, you know. I figure these people don't need it. Like they've got farms, they've got shit, they've got food. I don't have any of that. I don't have a home to go back to, so you know, I take a couple copper here and there. Like, what's it to them? It's food for me.
Robbie is like, well, you wouldn't expect to hear this from the Rainbow Guard, but I completely understand. I used to be in your position. As you can see, I obviously am not an organic creature, so I kind of wandered around for a while before finding my niche. So I had to do some things I didn't really want to do. He's like, you haven't like got anything incredibly valuable, or you haven't like killed somebody, right?
Uh, she's like, nah, man, nothing like that.
He's like, okay, well,
Well, hang on.
that's all fine then.
I
Wait,
hate having to do this as a DM. What's Robbie's passive insight?
Robbie's
I wonder what
passive
I'm doing.
insight
Need to pull up your
is
characters.
11.
Okay. Yeah, she's like, nah, I just take a few copper here and there, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's like, okay,
Nothing valuable. I've never
uh,
killed somebody.
all right. He's like, do you have any interesting information about this town? I haven't been here before. I'm usually at the capital, you know. I was just sent out by the king on like, you know, a scouting mission just to see how all the other towns are doing, and I've never been here before. Do you know any like good places or any secrets about this town? Like any places to like slip away, or any fences, anything like that?
You said you're the Rainbow Guard?
Huh? Yeah, I did,
I
but and he just kind of gives her a wink and a shoulder, and he's
I guess you
like,
should,
you
yeah, you should
know,
do a deception check,
not
huh?
a deception check. Okay,
Yeah. I should have thought about that a while ago. I was worried about her deception checks.
11. So I'm gonna go ahead and say it already, and I'm like, you know, even the the people who uphold the peace occasionally, you know, we find some things on the roads. Like there are lots of dead people on the roads. Maybe I find like a pearl necklace that I don't want, and I need to like give it to somebody to trade for money. but I can't officially do that. So, you got any like hints about the town? Like, what's up with that? Like, you want to help me out here? Like, I'm helping you out. Like, I'm giving you a pass. So you want to give me any insight into this town?
She actually totally believes you, and she's gonna like she believes that you're the Rainbow Guard, despite
Fantastic.
yeah. And she's gonna tell you that she's like, yeah, I'm mostly just familiar with the South Side because obviously that's where people like me fit in. Don't really fit into this part of town unless other people who look kind of grubby and gross come up here because the North Side is the nice side of town. And I
It's
don't
like,
know if you.
ah, you mean like down by the braided beard, or even south of that?
Oh no, the braided beard is definitely in the south side of town, but they're right next to the gatehouse, so they're not quite as intense as the other parts of the south side of town. But yeah, you can find just about anything you want in the south side of town, but you got to know who to talk to and where to go. And once you get, to Midtown where we are now, it's definitely more well-to-do. And by the time you get to the north side, I don't know if you can see this gated community up here, but that's where all the rich fucks live, and they get extra guard duty. And we can't even go up to where the Baron lives because he's up on the cliff up there, over to the west.
Robbie's like, yeah, I completely understand. Like, I'm part of the, Rainbow Guard. Like, I'm the King's Secret Service, but I don't live in the castle. Like, I live outside the castle. Like, I live in a bunkhouse with other guards of the, King's Special Guards. And I'm like, okay, here. And then Robbie produces one piece of, it doesn't separate paper and parchment. And I'm like, can you mark on like a crude map here with this pen and piece of paper? Like where I would go if I had things to offload theoretically. And he just kind of shoulder nudges and winks her again, or winks at her again. Also, how tall is she? Because Robbie's like
Mm.
3 foot,
She's
I
she's
think.
taller than you.
Okay. So he like tries to like shoulder nudge her, but like kind of like shoulder nudges into her elbow and like winks. And he's being very non-threatening the whole time. And he's like, so if you could draw like a crude map of the town, like where would I go if I needed to offload something? Not saying I need to, and not saying like I promise I'm not gonna raid them. This is totally off the books business. That I would get in big trouble if the king found out about. But people got to make money somehow or another. You know what I'm saying? And then like kind of elbow to elbow, even though he has to reach up really high to
Elbow to
like
hip.
elbow to elbow. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And like just kind of puts the paper out towards her and holds the pen and is like, eh?
She's like, ah, man, I don't have to make you a map. You just go out these main gates here, hang a right, and there's the market right there. You can sell almost anything, but I don't know what kind of stuff you talking about. Are we talking like nefarious stuff here, or regular stuff? Because if you
He's
got
like,
special stuff, you gotta find a special person.
yeah, right now I'm just talking like regular stuff. Theoretically, if I was talking nefarious stuff, is it someone else in town or is that somewhere else?
Yeah, it would be
Like,
someone else this
just
time.
say, like, I came across, like, while I was traveling here, like, a wagon of dead people that, like, bandits had attacked and, like, missed a couple jewels or so. But, like, if I had some, like, shady things, like, there's no one here that would want those.
Oh, there's people here who'd want those, but uh, I don't know,
But they don't
man.
run
I might.
shops.
They do, but I think I'd probably have to just take you there personally, because I don't know if I
I'm
can
like,
draw you a map.
okay. And then he is going to use another piece of paper. Uh oh, I can't use a half piece of paper. I used one piece of paper on that. So I guess I'm just going to take another entire piece of paper. Uh just to make several business cards. I don't know how many business cards one sheet of paper would be. And
However big
I'm
you
gonna
want them to
be
be.
like, yeah, I'm gonna be like, okay, so my old partner, or like my partner Agnes, told me about one of his, or about someone he had heard of, or someone that he ran into in a previous life that used to hand out, uh, business cards to. So what I'm gonna do here is just write down my name and write down where I'm staying. And I don't have like a speaking stone or anything like that, but I'm just gonna give you this info. I'm gonna tear that piece of paper off and give it to her. Uh,
She's like, thanks,
and
man. What does this say?
this says Robbie. Uh,
Oh, is that your name?
all you need to know is Robbie, yeah. And if you just ask around, or just be like, where is the Autonome? Anyone in town will probably know. Uh, and then I'm like, if I need to get in contact with you again, how do I do that?
Oh man, you're just gonna have to run into me. I don't know. I just sleep wherever I can find a spot to sleep and scrape up food wherever I can. There's a pretty good soup kitchen down on the south end that I hit up if I can't get something nicer. It's right across from Bertrude's bunkhouse, if you know where that is.
Okay, I'll check that first. So if I come across something nefarious, I'll hit that up and then I'll just follow you and you'll get a cut. But I'm not promising anything. But for now, you're free to go. Uh, I understand that you need to steal, but try to do it in a way that guards don't see or other people don't notice. I think that
That's
big
all I
guy
do,
down
man.
there. Yeah, yeah. I think that big guy down there, the one that's close to the steeple steps. I think he might have noticed you. And so I'm like, you need to be a little bit more careful. Like blend in with the crowd some more. I think
Ah,
you're
shit, man.
young.
All
I'm
right.
not sure. I don't know how to gauge humanoid since I'm a robot, but be a little bit more careful. And then I just kind of give her finger guns. And I'm like, I might see you later. And then I just move back off over here.
All right. As you're moving away, she's like, just ask for Yoli.
Yoli. Okay.
Yoli. Here, I'll make her name visible.
And
And
for the
she's like,
record, I
dipshit.
love the business card. That's awesome.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just
Fat
imagining
fingers.
that Hegnes has told me, like, all the stories somehow that he has just heard from last campaign.
I love it.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna take that down as a note, even though she can't read, but it was a business card from Robbie,
Yeah, and
and
I
it
told her to just ask for Robbie the Autonome or machine. And like
Robot.
anyone in anyone in town will be like, "Oh, the teeny tiny robot? Yeah, I know where he's at."
okay. Did you tell her that you're staying at Gertrude's bunkhouse?
I
Or
forgot
do
to
you want
tell
to?
her that.
I mean, you can.
But
I didn't know if
it
you were
is
gonna like write
literally
that on your.
across the street
Yeah,
from the. I guess. Well, no, I said here's where to find me.
yeah. That's kind of what I
I
thought.
guess.
So
Yeah.
okay, I'll put.
It's also literally right across the street from the soup kitchen.
Yeah,
So, not that I think I'm going to need to fence anything, but Robbie wants to try to experience the underworld and also give a young girl or just malformed short woman a chance.
she seems to be a girl.
Uh, yeah.
All right, she's gonna kind of scurry off.
So that's my extent of this group interaction.
Okay, so while that is happening, I'm just gonna move Robbie back over by the fountain.
Yeah. I only moved away to make her not look like she was engaging with me.
Yeah, totally. All right, Alejandro and Hegnis are watching as this half elf woman and this elf cleric guy are kind of discussing back and forth these concerns of Chantilla.
Well, it sounds like the town's expansion is inflicting the druids, the dirty druid common people.
Yeah, kind of. Yep. Did you want to like ask around and talk to the different people,
I
get more information?
kind of got the gist of it.
Okay.
I don't think. I don't know. Is there anything we could do to help?
You mean
I don't know.
the protesters to help them, or do you mean
Yeah,
to help
I don't
the?
know. I guess. Shit, I'll just walk up there. Do it the good old fashioned way.
Love it.
Alejandro's just gonna walk up the steps.
Yep,
All right.
And you're pretty famous now, so
that's true. Actually.
Oh, do you
Hello.
wanna do your thing?
I
Yeah, I
didn't
better
even
roll.
think about that.
Hello,
She
my
should
name
have
is
known me.
Alejandro.
Well, you gotta roll. You gotta roll to see. So,
Oh,
yeah, roll a d10, and then does Robbie have at least a 15 reputation now?
I have exactly 15.
Okay. Yeah, you can roll a d10 to see if that chick
Well, I'm not
recognizes you or not.
involved in this. I was just
No, to
thinking
see
that
if Yoli
I
recognized you or
don't
not.
think that she. Well, I'm not getting involved with this.
Oh, you were pretending to be
Robbie,
the rainbow guard anyway, so yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
I do have. I could have used Built for Success for that. I've got one more bardic inspiration before we rest. Are we going to have another session before we rest? Like another music session
I don't know.
I think so.
before we rest?
Yeah, we still had 2 left today.
Oh shit. Okay,
Stand
well I'm
by,
not going to
Jason.
inspire you for this then.
And neither of those people recognize you, Alejandro.
Damn
So you're like, hello, Alejandro. And they're like,
it. You're like, who the
Yeah,
hell is that?
I'm Alejandro of the famous local band.
the elf man is like, hello. Nice to meet you, Alejandro. Is
I
there
am
something we can do
brutally
for you?
frank before they got like cult hit famous and were just Joplin famous.
What was your name, sir?
That is an excellent question. My name
Please.
is Leo John. You can just call me Leo. And I am a cleric here at the Church of Melodia. And who might
Hi,
you be?
Leo.
Oh, yeah, you're Alejandro.
Hi, Leo. Nice to meet you. Good work you're doing here. We really appreciate you guys.
Oh, thank you. Do you
Quick
know of the
question.
church?
Since I'm taking notes, is he a full elf or half elf?
He's a full on elf. He's like Legolas.
Ooh,
Gorgeous,
okay.
beautiful, blonde haired, tall, slender, elegant elf. With a voice like butter.
Well, I'm a little bit of a problem solver around here in town, and sounds like you guys have a problem, and there's no reason. There's not enough room for everybody, so we just need to figure out how to do this.
Well, while I do understand the concerns of the farmers, Base Bay is, fortunately, a large, thriving, and growing city. And I do support the government's desire to expand the city in order to meet the needs of its citizens. Um, Unfortunately, we do have to cut into the wilds to expand the farmlands, and sometimes we need more area to raise our livestock, and that does encroach upon the forests that surround Base Bay, and it does also sometimes displace the people that live out there. But it's necessary for the city, for us to continue to thrive the way we do. If we want to have good wine and good food, we need to have big, sprawling, beautiful croplands, and we need to have space to grow all of those things. And we can't have that if we don't continue to expand. We won't be able to allow more people into Base Bay, like you lovely folks, if we don't meet the needs of the city. And then the woman, the half elf woman, is like, there has to be a stopping point, though. At a certain point, you have to just say, no, you can't expand the walls anymore. You can't encroach upon the wilds. At what point do the rights of the people who live outside the city walls matter as much as the rights of the people who live inside the city walls? It doesn't make sense. All people are equal in Shantia's eyes, and she knows that we need to maintain the lands in order to protect nature, or else we won't survive. If we don't maintain the lands, the wilds, the crops, if we don't do everything efficiently with care, then Shantia will surely punish us. We've seen it in the past, and we don't want to see it happen again.
And what's her name?
Uh,
Have we got that yet?
you haven't got it yet.
Oh.
I think Hegnus is going to maybe move up and kind of take the bad cop approach.
Mm.
Um, so Hegnus will move up. Let me alt click. And Hegnus will say, "I'm a bit of a problem solver myself." And he points at his great club. He's like, "This solves problems. Get to moving, you yuppies. Get on." And I'll roll an intimidate check.
Oh,
I
on,
guess
on which
towards
one?
the I'll do an intimidate check on the haired lady. She kind of seems like a
Okay.
leader
Yep.
of the hippies.
Druids, dirty druids.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. Got a 6.
I don't think I need to check to see that she's not intimidated. She like doesn't
Uh,
even fully turn to look at Hagnes. She just gives him side eye and then kind of turns back.
Damn. Okay. Um, and that image is a half orc.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
the big thug.
Uh, okay.
You
Leo
want me to
the
bring
elf.
in the thug?
Yeah, I'll wink at Alejandro. And maybe he'll pick up on what I'm getting at.
Leo the elf looks at Hegnus and kind of gives him a sympathetic nod, like, thanks for trying to help, man.
Okay.
There we go. He's pretty close now.
The crowd is
Sweet.
kind of parting for you guys, and they're not really sure what to do, but they're getting upset, definitely, that you guys are. You seem to be joining and not on their side. They're like,
Uh,
Go for
I'm
it,
gonna
Robbie.
let the guard do what the guard does, and then Robbie is gonna come down.
Yeah, this is what Robbie is over talking. He's whispering to Yoli.
Yeah, I finished doing that. So after the guard does whatever the guard does, Robbie's gonna come down.
Okay.
I'm on your side. I think we get rid of the dirty druids.
Yeah, I'm gonna try something because we're not technically an initiative, right?
No.
Okay. It seemed to work pretty well last time. I'm gonna cast sleep. Roll 5,
Pull up her
8.
thing.
We're just hitting that because it didn't waste or burn a spell slot before. So I'm not doing that right now. It just for some reason didn't burn one.
Yeah, you're good.
I guess I can affect up to 19 hit points. So Hegnus will say before he casts sleep on the audience, or the people around. Hegnus will say, "One more chance, you little hippies. Get going, or I'll put you to sleep." Does
Okay.
anyone?
Now that's going to affect starting from the lowest hit points, right? Hang on, let me
Yeah,
look up sleep again.
works its way up.
Those fucking cows. I don't think there's
It's
this many cows in Base Bay.
it has an
There are
area
somewhere.
of 20 foot.
Okay, yep.
Maybe they're in the church.
All right, let me zoom in. All right,
It's a
somebody's herding
church full
some
of
cattle
cows.
through town.
If I can, I would like to try to put the homeless looking guy with a hoe to sleep first, as he looks questionable.
Oh, the
Okay,
guy with the hoe
you
looks
get a
questionable.
19.
19 hit points, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna say this person and this person fall asleep next to Hegnus.
Oh damn, that's it. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Because it's 19 hit points total that you get to affect, right?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
So those two guys fall asleep. And the people around them are like, kind of start tending to them, trying to see what's going on, wake them up. But they're sort of distracted. This group over here is a little bit distracted with the sleepy people.
Could I roll another intimidate? And maybe could I roll it with advantage? Because I put
Maybe
some
if
people to sleep, or
Alejandro wants to help you be intimidating, are you trained in intimidation, Alejandro, or do you have?
Well, it sounds like the druids need to make way for industry, and we really need to support the church in their decisions. Uh, you guys are gonna have to just, shoo. You're gonna have to shoo, or I'm gonna call that half-orc guard over there to haul you off to the clank.
All right.
sweet.
I have deception. I don't have it.
Okay.
None of those things are really true.
Well, roll a deception check. You don't have intimidation to help with Hegness.
No.
Well, I'll go ahead and say that you can have advantage since you just put those guys to sleep, and you've got this
Got some backup.
apparition that Alejandro created, and yeah.
Awesome.
Okay, and you got a 12 on your deception.
Got a 19 with advantage.
Okay. The half elf woman, turns to Alejandro and she kind of, her eyes like widen a little bit and you can see the color sort of going out of her face. And she turns and she sees the half orc guard standing behind her. And then she turns and she sees Hegnus, and he's got two dudes passed out next to him now, who were supposed to be supporting her. And there's people tending to them, and it just really seems like the tides have turned in this situation for her. She turns back to the elf who's standing up in front of the doors, and he's kind of just nodding knowingly, like, yeah, this is kind of how I thought this would go. Should have known better than to come up here and do this. And so she tucks tail and bows her head and says, "You know what? I guess I'm not sure what I was doing here. I thought I was doing Shantia's will, but maybe I'm mistaken. I don't know. Perhaps there's another way that we can negotiate and bring about peace with the city. I understand that we need to expand, but I just feel like there's got to be a way that we won't hurt people and nature in the process. But I can see that things are not in my favor today, and I apologize for wasting your time." And then she's gonna just kind of tell people, "Hey, come on, we're
Oh,
done
I
here."
wish I could run that direction. Robbie is going to start in 20. Shit. What's my movement? 30. 30. He's going to run up to her as she's leaving and be like, hey, stop. And then he's going to clarify, like, I know I'm the royal guard, so I should be the opposition, but,
Okay,
as
deception check
far,
again because now you're lying
okay,
to another person.
yeah. Oh, yeah, no, Robbie lies just all the time. Very well.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Uh,
damn.
and he's
Wow,
like,
you're small
okay,
for a
I
rainbow.
know that, like, the king is not supposed to get involved with, like, matters of, like, church and, like, local politics and things like that, unless it's like tax collecting and things. But I heard you mention Shantia, and I know that she is the goddess of, like, agriculture and all of that. Uh, Obviously, you can see that I am not an organic being, but I do appreciate nature. Uh, just uh, offhand, what's your name? Like, I don't have a problem with you. Uh, just what's your name for the first off before I start talking to you?
My name is Wenlin. And what's yours?
My name is Robbie. Could you spell your name?
Yes, here, I'll make the nameplate available for you. Boop. Can you see her now? She goes by Winnie. Wenlin Winnie.
Winnie. Is it okay if I call you Winnie?
I suppose I usually only let my closest friends call me that, but
I'm like, oh, okay, well,
you are a figure of
if
authority.
you
Call me whatever you
wish,
want.
I'll call you Winlin instead of Winnie. Uh, but I think you might have a bit of a point here. They seem to be reaching out further from their like borders that are associated to them by the king than they're supposed to. Uh, I can't take sides in this, but I just want to say that I think you might have a point, and I kind of agree. What is your end goal here? Do you just want to stop the church from expanding? Or what are you going for overall?
You know, Robbie, it's so nice to hear support for this cause, and there's so much I could tell you, but my main goal is that I would like for the Church of Melil to join forces with the supporters of Chantia, because the Church of Melil is the church that the Baron attends, and in fact, there are services going on right now, which is why we're out here protesting. And we hope that the Baron is in attendance and can hear our cries. We know also that the clerics of the Church of Melil have great influence over the Baron, as they have influence over the city. Most of the people in Base Bay follow the teachings of the Church of Melil and worship Melil and ask for his blessings. So we don't wish to fight with the church, and the church isn't actually the one expanding, but we know that they could potentially influence the Baron, if they were to whisper in his ear a little bit about perhaps not expanding further. We feel that the city should not grow anymore, and I know that that seems like an impossible task, but perhaps if there was a way we could build communities outside of the city. I'm not sure exactly what the correct answer is, but I know that if we continue to expand, then we will continue to cause more damage. And the damage that we've caused already has created problems. Although, the Baron of Base Bay does want to expand the croplands, he's not very wise with his usage of the land. And we've seen a lot of erosion. We've had a lot of problems with irrigation. He doesn't understand crop rotation, and it's just things aren't going well. And we really wish that Shantia's influence would become more significant in the city, and I think we might be able to work together to improve the crops and the resources for the city in a way that maybe could keep them from having to expand so much. And sometimes they take over people's farmlands where families are living, and they remove them from their homes, and that farmland gets turned into the city's farmland. Those people are displaced. I'm sure you've been to the south side. A lot of the south side of town is uh, people who used to have homes and places that they could live, and now they no longer have that because the city continues to expand and expand. And the only places that they can go to live are, unfortunately, the very squalid conditions that you see in the south side.
Robbie takes all of that in and is
Yeah,
like,
sorry, it's a lot.
I'm not supposed to agree or disagree with positions of people that aren't, criminals, since that's my job. Uh, my only question is, if you want them to stop expanding, why are you suggesting that they put up settlements in other parts of the forest? Will that not
Mm.
cause more deforestation and more expansionism?
Well,
Uh,
preferably they
like,
wouldn't go
I
into the
understand your
forest.
position, but if they, instead of expanding this town, make another, will that not cause more problems with the woodland nature?
It will, and that's one of the many issues. I'm not really sure how to handle the constant increase in population that we see in Base Bay, despite the fact that it doesn't currently meet the city's needs, citizens' needs. The citizens continue to flock here and reproduce here, so I'm not really sure what the solution is other than, we can't really ask people to have fewer children, but that would be one of the things that maybe we could ask the Baron to consider. Not allowing so many people to come into the city and to move here might help. But I honestly, I'm not sure what the answer is. I just know that the more we destroy, the angrier Shantia is going to become.
All right, Robbie's going to ask a twofold question here. He's like, okay, one, since they're on a seaside or riverside, shouldn't they be getting most of their sustenance for the river? And B, if you don't live here, where? And then he's going to produce the map that he has been having people make. Do you live? Like, where is your community, if you don't mind marking it? And he's like, I know I'm part of the Rainbow Guard, but this is my unofficial, like, cartography project. Like, I just want to know where people are in, the regions that I serve.
We need to get Robbie an actual map.
Yeah. No, Robbie's making a map.
Do you have,
Uh,
there's a specific
he's like,
skill
I
for making
agree
maps,
with
I think.
you that they should not be chopping down just everything they see. They should be relying on the sea more than they seem to be doing. But also, if it's not like against your code or whatever, like where do your people reside? Uh, so I can see how close you and the city are to tell the king about this potential conflict. To in an attempt to try to dissuade this issue from going full blown.
Totally. I think Dustin and Clint are both taking a break.
I also need to be,
So this is a
but I
great
was
time.
just going
Yes.
through with that.
Yeah, no. I figured I
I
would
didn't
just,
know if I
we'll
was
pause
going
it
to get
there.
a map marker. Okay, I'll pause it there.
Yes.
I am back.
Dirty ass druids trying to stop progress.
Yeah, Robbie is gonna have some info to share.
Excuse you. I'm sort of back, but I'm gonna smoke. Okay. What is?
That's not how you sell territory.
How do you
I
make?
feel like Robbie is getting lost in his costume.
You have to be the tiniest rainbow guard that's
Yeah.
ever existed.
Everyone believes it though, and I feel like Robbie is like starting to believe it, so he's going to have to change out of it. I mean, obviously before the next performance, but I don't know. Robbie thinks she has a point. Like, why are they going into the forests when they don't need to? Especially if they know that they're like forests that are settled. Like, why can they not just go further out to sea or river? Is this an ocean or?
Yeah, it's the bay of a sea. Yeah, like an ocean basically. So this is why we got to get Robbie a map. He needs to go buy a map so that he can see where
Just
he
make
is
a
in the
map.
world. Huh?
Yeah, he needs to buy. I said I wanted to buy a map like
Oh,
several
did you?
sessions ago.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit. I remember you wanted to buy a calendar, so I got you one of those. But
yeah,
yeah, we can.
yeah. I want to buy a map. I don't think I have cartographer supplies, do I? Let me look.
According to the player's handbook, you don't have to make a check to make your own map, so you can totally be.
I actually do have uh a yeah. I have cartographer's tools. I have cobblers and cartographers tools.
I think if you want to make a
So
nice
I guess I've been
map,
using those
No,
to
territory.
make this map of the town and surrounding
Use these
areas that
tools
I've
to
heard
practice
of.
a cartographer.
I guess now I just need to find someone that will sell me a map so I can put those all down.
You're also a cobbler, so you can make little tiny shoes of the areas.
I also have a forgery kit, but that's yet to come in
You
handy.
can make fake maps to. Oh no, hang on. You can make like fake, like was it Bass Bay like Nikes, and you could forge the authenticity in your forgery kit.
Well, if we come across like deeds or wills or anything like that, I can do that. Maybe we get a windmill, even though we've yet to find a windmill. But
Hang on, let me refresh my memory on map making,
maybe I can, if we get a
so I can tell
bad
you if you
like
can make.
contract. Yeah, maybe if we get a bad contract, I can like forge our way out of it.
Oh yeah,
If we
or
get
forge your
locked
way into a
into
bad
like
contract.
our agent taking like 50% of our dues or whatever.
You could
there's a graveyard. Once this is done, Robbie wants to go and visit the graveyard.
Oh, up on the hill.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
just to, I guess he just noticed it from standing here for so long. He wants to go mourn his creator
Okay.
in the graveyard.
Interesting.
And also look around to see if there's anything slightly suspicious in the graveyard.
All
Or
right.
slightly interesting. Ooh, I like this purple. That's pretty.
Before we do that, um, okay. I'm sorry. Did you say if Robbie is proficient in cartographer's tools or not?
He has cartographer tools. Let me see if he's proficient in them. Uh, features and traits.
I think as long as you have them show up under tools, I think you're proficient.
I'm trying to see where it says what I'm proficient in.
Should be on your first page at the bottom left.
Proficiencies, features and traits, drum, horn, song, horn, performance, sleight of hand, deception. It doesn't say any
No tools.
things.
Hang on.
Are you looking at bottom left?
Let me look.
It says like
I'm
armor, weapons, tools, languages.
I'm just looking in features and traits,
Look,
proficiencies.
yeah, look.
Oh,
Bottom left.
I've got disguise kit,
There you go.
drum, dulcimer, forgery, horn, longhorn, songhorn.
Okay.
Uh,
So you're proficient
so
in your
I have
disguise
it,
kit
but
and
I'm
your
not
forgery kit.
proficient in it.
So,
So I'm proficient in forgery, but I have cobbler's tools and cartographer's tools, but I'm not proficient in them.
I know I talked to Dustin about this, but I can't remember if I talked to you guys about this. So if I didn't, I'm sorry. But I'm doing a I don't know what you would call it, house rule that if you're not proficient in the tool, then you can't use it. So if you're not proficient with thieves' tools and you try to use them, you basically can't. You don't even know what you have in your hands. If somebody hands you a musical instrument that you're not proficient with, you can like kind of like plunky plunk or drummy drum, but you don't really know how to use it properly because you haven't been trained in how to use it. Because we've gone back and forth a bunch on like how to use the tools and all that stuff. And I kind of like the idea of
For extreme realism.
extreme. Yeah, you can only do things that you're proficient in or that you've trained in. So
I respect it.
All right.
sorry,
Well,
Robbie, you can't use
all right.
your cartography tools.
It goes
Or
back
my
to the whole like
cobbler tools that I got from character creation. I'll just sell those eventually.
Could I play devil's advocate?
Yes.
Could he make tiny little shoes that look like a map?
Wait,
I like it.
from cobblers
Yeah.
and cartographers?
Well, cobbler is like making shoes.
Uh-huh.
So could you make like a bunch of tiny little shoes and like
And arrange
sorry.
them
Sorry.
to look like a
I'll
map.
shut up.
The shoelaces are the roads.
It's a bad joke. Okay.
No, I like it.
Can I change my proficiency at level up?
Yeah, because I didn't like tell you guys this, I'm assuming before. You can totally change that if you would rather have a different proficiency.
I mean, I'd
Like
still like to
disguise.
keep
We'll be doing
forgery,
bard colleges soon.
but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Robbie's going to keep both of those, even though he's not able to use them.
Yeah, if you want to sell them later, you can. Or I think there's a thing where in your downtime, you can learn
Oh
a
yeah.
new skill, right? So if you ever end up with a bunch of time, you could just learn how If you guys,
Yeah, I mean, you might as well start paying for it now. So, like, healer's kit specifically says you can use it even without proficiency.
yeah, I feel like that's an exception because it actually says it in the description, right? Yeah.
I mean, I think that's the only one.
That was another one of the things that made me think about that actually, because I was like, why would it
Yeah,
specify?
I only take 6 out of the 8 hours of a long rest to rest. So I guess I could start working to being proficient in something if that requires rolls
Oh,
or
you have to
whatever.
have someone that can train you, and it costs a certain amount of money each day.
Oh, so you can't just
There's
like
rules
Khan
for it already.
Academy yourself?
Yeah, there's rules for it.
Yeah, and actually, since you guys have jobs,
Trainers in our other campaign for that.
yeah, you don't really have
What
time, I don't
the
think.
fuck is going on outside my door? I just heard "Rah!" and then a giant ruckus of claws.
Cat fight.
Sounds like a big cat fight, but that's not my problem right now.
Okay, so before our break, I believe Robbie was, he was like, "Hey, Winlin, I totally agree with you. Base Bay should
Yeah,
be doing
Robbie's
better.
a softie.
Where do you
He's a
live?"
soft.
Yeah. And then once she leaves, and once Hagnes and Alejandro are done with that, he's going to tell them, "Oh right, that guy. I don't trust that guy.
Yeah,
Did
how long does your
Alejandro just may
silent image
disappear?"
last?
15
Yeah.
minutes.
Okay,
I had him walk off and disappear.
okay. Oh yeah, and those other guys are awake now too, because that the sleep only lasts a minute. So
A minute, yep.
yeah, so they're starting to wake up.
Yeah, the guard lasts 15
I
minutes.
feel like it
so
would
he's walking
be a
around
good
for a while.
idea for Hegnes to move away from the guys that he put to sleep
They're like,
because they're probably not going to be
oh,
happy.
stretching. They don't really know. Oh, what happened? Oh my gosh, it's so confusing. Some of the people are probably like,
All right, well, I'm gonna hit up Leo here. Do you have any jobs or anything you need done around here? We're just getting settled in.
About security. Security.
Yeah, security.
are you speaking for here at the church, or just in the city in
Yeah,
general?
we live right next door, and we just really want to help out.
He kind of looks you up and down, and he's like, "Oh, you live right next door, do you? Interesting. Where do you
Well, my heart lives at the theater.
live?" Oh, oh, the Moonlight Theater. Yes. Okay. But you don't live there. He kind of gives you an odd look. He's confused. He's like, "Well, we actually don't need any help here at the church. I've got paladins and clerics and staff in service here. And the city and the church are doing quite well, from my understanding. I can inquire with my leader. We...
Well, I just meant if you had like a cat problem or something you needed handled.
Oh no, 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 we don't have problems like that here. Um, no, we won't be needing your help with that. Thank you. Is there anything else I can do for you? Thank you, by the way, for your assistance. Um, appreciate it.
You're welcome.
It's difficult remaining diplomatic in these situations, you know. We want to consider the needs of all of the citizens of Base Bay, and unfortunately, these people aren't actually our citizens. Well, if that's all, I bid you have a good day.
Okay.
And if you are ever in need of church services, We do come to the south end of town with special missionaries at times. We could come and teach you about Melil, if that's something you'd be interested in. He's definitely not inviting you to the church. He's definitely offering to send someone to your part of
Does
town.
Yeah, I see how.
Agnes have anything to say?
Well, we look
Uh,
better than the homeless druid guys, right? I'm not that dirty.
That's true, yeah.
Agnes is still wearing his guard uniform. So, like, I kind of want to ask if I can go in for communion because I want to try to put like the communion wine in my flask.
Nice.
Um,
It's a great idea.
so I'm going to. I don't know. Let me deception. Um, I have persuasion, so I will maybe try to persuade Leo to let me go inside and make sure none of the dirty
Okay.
snuck in.
Yeah,
So
because
I'm gonna
you'd be
roll.
kind of like interrupting church services, so you probably would
Yeah,
have to persuade him to.
perfect. Let's see what I got.
All right, good day, sir. You'll see me again.
Thank you so much, Alejandro. It's nice to meet you.
Sweet. I rolled a 19
Oh,
actually.
19. You're just asking if you can.
So yeah, so I'll say uh don't want on my can you like so if his skill is not proficient, like since I don't have deception,
Mm,
not trained, would it just be uh,
what do you think, Dustin? If you're not trained in deception,
There's sometimes you're gonna have to roll it naked. That's the way it
it's true,
goes.
right? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to pretend to be a guard, you are going to have to do deception. So I think it's going to force the
I
deception check.
totally.
You still get half proficiency because you're a sweet bard. So
Jack of all trades.
12.
Ooh. So, he's totally ready to like let you come in, and then as Hegnus gets closer, he stops Hegnus and kind of looks him over, and he's like, "You're a city guard? I don't think I've ever seen you before, and I feel like I've met all of the city guard. Is that what you
Is
said?
that because
You're city guard?"
I'm new in town?
Hmm. I don't think so, but that was a nice try. Again, I do appreciate your help, but if you would like the little services, we can come see you on your end of town. And then he's gonna kind of knock on the
What do you
door.
what do you mean my end of town? Hmm?
Oh, have a great day. And then you see the door kind of, and he kind of slips inside, and then the door goes,
Locks.
yep,
click, click, click.
yeah.
I had to try.
All right. Shit. Robbie is going to go up there and like hammer knock on the door.
Okay.
He just keeps knocking.
um, Nothing is happening.
All right. He
And these people are
yells,
kind of,
"Rainbow Guard, open up.
oh,
I
okay.
need to do a building inspection."
Excuse me. That'll
Amazing.
be a deception check.
Hang on. So we're gonna perform one more time.
It's up to you guys if you want to perform more today or not.
Got a 15.
Am I within 60 feet? Hold on.
15.
Can I? Yeah, I'm within 60 feet. I'm going to inspire Robbie.
Nice.
I don't know if that's if I can do that.
So get
But
another
I
D6.
think so. Yeah, you can add a d6.
Nice. I got a full 6.
All right.
21.
awesome.
So,
And I'm like banging on the door, and I'm like, I am the Rainbow Guard. I need to do a building inspection.
and Agnes is like,
We need to make sure you are up to code.
be a little louder, laddie. And you're like, this is the Rainbow Guard! And the
Yeah.
door opens again.
Perfect. I love it.
And, you see, okay, gotta go back to my GM overlay because I hit this guy. Leo pokes his head back through the door and he's like annoyed, clearly.
Yeah.
But he's also like not wanting to go against
Yeah.
the Rainbow Guard. And he's like, yes, hi. Is there something I can do for you? And he kind of looks
Yeah.
around. He looks a little more
Robbie's like,
flustered than he
yes,
was before.
I
And he kind of he
am.
looks around at his height and then a little bit lower. And then finally he finds Robbie down very, very low.
It's like, yes, I'm sorry to interrupt your sermon, but this is a routine inspection from the king himself. We must make sure that your building is up to code. You also must allow my local associate. Uh, Wait, is that plural? Uh, Alejandro isn't in costume.
No, I'm not in uniform.
Okay, so just Agnes. You must allow my local associate uh, to come in as well to aid me in this inspection. We will not disturb your uh, ceremonies. And then he kind of shrugs and he's like, I'm sorry, my gods are different from yours, but no problem. Everyone accepts everyone. It's all cool here. I just need to check out your building and make sure that all the supports, uh, things like that, all the beams, you've been keeping them in order. We just need to get inside and look and make sure that this is a safe place for gathering.
Leo is like, okay, that's odd. I don't recall the last time we've had that happen, but I don't want to argue with the
Like,
king.
yeah, that's it's like once a every 10-year thing.
I see, I see.
We generally assume that if you were fine 10 years ago, you'll be fine now, but the 10 years are up. So me and my local companion, who is not a rainbow guard, but is just the local, you know, thingamabob. I don't say thingamabob in character. Uh,
City guard.
yeah, the local guard, the local safety guard. We just need to inspect your internal structures here. But I promise we'll be quiet and not disrupt your ceremony. So let us in, or I will condemn this building.
I love it.
Leo is like, you do know that that's just a dwarf in a costume, right? That's not really a city guard.
He's like, I do not know that. He showed me his badge. It looked official. So he's coming with me. We either way, you're letting at least me in, and if I come in, he's coming in with me
I feel like
because
we're in intimidation territory
as
now.
Right?
Yeah, I think this is an
all right.
intimidation check at this point from tiny little deceptive Robbie.
I love it. Leo's like, that's just a dwarf.
Yeah, like
But
Leo
either
knows.
way, if I'm coming in, he's coming in too.
He
Like
doesn't
I
believe
said,
you, but he's like,
I'm
all
not
right,
going
like
to. Yeah.
he's intimidated. He looks nervous. Like you can see sweat is starting to bead up on his forehead, and he kind of like looks inside and looks around, and he's like, all right, whatever you say. I don't believe for a second that that guy is city guard, but if you promise that he's going to be on his absolute best behavior, you can come in. You need to do your inspection as quickly and quietly as possible. You need to stay out of the way of everyone and get out of here as fast as you can. I understand that you're the Rainbow Guard, but this is a sacred place, and we need to respect the ceremonies that are going on in here right now. I just normally I would never do something like this, but I feel like I don't have a choice in the matter.
Robbie definitely respects your right to religion. Uh, I will take care of the local guard as well. I've met him before. He's a bit of a rogue, but I promise that I will keep him in line to the best of my abilities, and if he gets out of line, it is my problem and not yours.
At least he's dressed better than he normally would be. Is Hegnus gonna come up?
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Robbie is just like motioning for Hegnus the entire time that he is talking here.
Nice. Okay. Well, I am.
Because
I'm
Robbie thinks
working on a
there's
map
something
for this.
shady going on in this church.
I am working on a map for this, but I don't have it finished yet, so I don't have a church map for you right now. But you can go in the church and do an inspection if you want.
Yeah, let's do just a like inspection. Like to start off with, not to seem weird, to seem kosher, Robbie is going to actually like inspect like the arches and the pillars and things to make sure that they're all up to code before he starts poking around places.
Awesome. And maybe Hegnus will every now and then will just like pick you up and like put you on my shoulders or something. That way you can
Yeah, hoist me
inspect
up so that I can make sure that the top of the arches are like properly firm. Yeah.
I feel like this needs to be like a performance check at this point.
I
Wow.
love it.
Let's do a
Yeah, hell
performance
yeah.
check at advantage because Hegnus is helping.
Boom.
You're like the Pink Panther inspector.
Yeah.
Just
uh,
making a bunch of noise, knocking
yeah.
over like holy water.
We're just Vincent adult men, but only two
Yeah.
instead of three.
Well, you guys look ridiculous and put on a ridiculous show of inspecting this place. The church has two big wooden doors at the front, um, and one of them gets opened just a little bit for you guys to come in. And when you go in, it's basically just a long, high room. It's like a cathedral. Um, and you can see a little ways down some pews begin. And there's maybe, I don't know, 6 rows of pews. There's pews on the right and pews on the left.
Pew pew.
Uh-huh. And up towards the far end, there's an altar, and then you can see a beautiful pipe organ. And there is another fancier looking cleric elf guy up at the altar, and he's doing some incantations and recitations, and then you hear some beautiful organ music playing, and there's like a choir singing that like cathedral choir sound, that kind of stuff. And it's very tranquil and Even though the music it fills the space, it's not necessarily loud. It's not like obtrusive to your ears. Um, but you definitely don't want to like step too hard because your footsteps would echo. Um, so I guess as you guys come in, you can see that there are people sitting in the pews and they're participating in this religious ceremony that's going on. And Leo, as he leads you in, kind of makes a gesture to you with his hands. It's like, shh, be quiet. And then,
Robbie will very quietly, like, touch all of the pillars and arches and make an effort to make his footsteps light. So wait, Leo's not the one in charge of this?
nope, he was the guy who came out to talk to the people, but he's not like
Oh.
the highest up guy.
Is he still nearby us once we're inside?
Yeah, he's gonna stay like right next to you.
Okay.
Damn.
Can I quietly whisper to him, what's the name of the preacher? I've not encountered this man before. He seems inspiring.
That's a great question. Let's find out.
It's time
Everybody
for the
needs a
name
name.
generator.
Yep. Elf name generator. The cows are back. Let's see here. Farkian? I don't know about that. Fenric. That seems like a good name. Ah,
Nice.
yes. That's Father Fenric. He's the leader of the Church of Melil. I'll put it in chat so I don't forget also.
All right. Robbie would like to ask how long Fenric has been, which is definitely a Norse name, has been in charge of this congregation.
Oh gosh. I mean, I have been here for decades, and he's been here for far longer than me. I'm honestly not sure. I'd have to ask him. And right now is probably not a very good time. But I could get you that information. But perhaps now is not
He's
the
like,
best
oh,
time.
it's not important right now. I just wondered. Like, he seemed like he was doing a good job. I just wondered how practiced he was. And then Robbie's going to go silent so as not to make it the Robbie show and give Hegnus a chance to Hegnus. But not Hegnus too hard, hopefully.
It's like Diet Agnes.
Yes. Please diet Hegnus. Do not full Hegnus in a church.
uh,
So
um,
he'll lead you guys around, and you're not going to go up to like the altar where the guy is, but he'll take you kind of around the sides, and then
Well, yeah, we're not members of the church. We can't take whatever the communion.
yeah, you'll go. He'll kind of lead you into some like side rooms over here, and you do notice that there are some bottles of wine on shelves
hmm,
in this room, and Robbie is seeming to inspect the security and safety of the shelves.
Yes, these seem very structurally sound. I'm going to try to distract Leo uh, with a conversation while Hegnus investigates the wine.
yes.
Is that deception or
It depends on
what?
like you could try to like
Can I?
persuade him away from be like, oh
Yeah.
hey, can you show me out
just
here?
like swap thoughts with him? So that he's looking like we're in opposite positions, or something so that he's not in direct eye line? Or can I be like, okay, while my partner investigates this room, can you show me the room on the other side of the church?
Yeah, totally.
While he investigates and make sure that, everything's up to code here, we go to this other up here side.
Yeah, I would say if you want to
Because he is quite the carpenter, so.
if you want to try to get him to leave, that would be maybe a persuasion check. Hegnus could also, I don't know if he knows sleight of hand, but he could try to just like because that's what you're trying to do, right? Is pocket the wine.
Oh,
So
that's a bad persuasion.
Yeah, like so I don't have it trained. I do have a +2 in it,
yeah,
but
go
I
ahead. Yeah,
think
it's
that's
okay.
just
You can go ahead and
because
do it.
I had an
I'm
idea
feeling
though.
I'm feeling generous. Okay, what's your idea?
I had an idea. Maybe a way to angle. I have the cantrip, so I thought about maybe like I don't know, using something with mage hand, either like try to use the mage hand to still the,
Oh yeah.
or maybe using the mage hand to knock over something like 30 feet away to make noise to maybe distract Leo. Because it can hold up to, it can't carry any more than 10 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
It lasts a minute. Um,
So I was just reading about you could use the hand to manipulate an object, open an unlocked door or container, stow or retrieve an item.
or pour the contents
Yeah.
out from a vial. Like maybe I could use a mage hand to like pour it in my flask. Um,
I mean,
because I don't think I want to steal like a whole thing of wine that's noticeable. But I'm super
Yeah,
poor,
choose one that's open.
and like I'm like an alcoholic veteran, so
yeah.
I think I want to um maybe like find a wine that's like opened and try to pour it in my flask. I'm just trying
Okay.
to save money. Um,
I like it.
so
Yeah, there's
I'm gonna let
I
you
like that I'm
call.
helping him with his weird endeavor while also looking for something actually shady inside this church.
so Robbie's like, "Hey, this room looks good. Do you think we could check out that other room?" And Leo's like, "Well, let's have your friend come along here." And Agnes is like, yeah. But then he manages to kind of do like a cough, like a and then he summons Mage Hand.
Yeah.
But it's like behind him, so Leo
Since I
can't see
can't
it.
physically cough, if I
Yeah.
cough, it would be weird. It would be like,
And then
I am coughing.
as you're exiting, Agnes spots a bottle that's kind of near the end of the shelf there, and it doesn't have any dust on it. It's been wiped off, and there's clearly some wine missing from the bottle, so that must be the open communion bottle that they've been using recently. And sure enough, the mage hand is able to uncork that bottle and pour some of it into. I'm assuming Agnes reaches back and kind of unscrews his
Yeah,
flask, and the mage
yeah,
hand goes bloop, 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 pours a little bit in, and then sticks it right back on the shelf. And Leo's
awesome,
none the wiser.
awesome. That was my whole goal.
And you
Awesome.
guys
I'm
carry
good.
on. Nice. Stole from a church today. I would say that
I
you
did.
are not good. I think we can clearly say that Agnes is not good. I would say you are
Oh,
chaotic
you had
neutral for
asked.
sure.
You had asked earlier, and I forgot until I looked into it. And I am neutral good.
Neutral good. Okay. You probably can't be shanking your bandmates in the middle of
Yeah,
the night if you're neutral good.
I'm not shanking him.
Just
I have
threatening.
thought about it, but I am not doing it.
I
I've
don't know about
resisted
this
the
guy.
urge.
Maybe I should stab him.
Yeah.
All right, so
So
Leo
anyway, after
takes you
that,
guys
yeah, I'm
around,
like,
and
hey, how about this place up
it's
here?
weird.
What's going on over in this other wing?
It's
Since I
kind of like,
assume up here is where the proselytizing is happening.
yes, yeah. Over there is like a kind of like an office. Looks like probably where the clerics, priests, whatever, do their preparations, write their sermons and stuff.
Everybody's like,
There's a desk
oh,
and some chairs, papers.
this is a finely decorated office. Do you have any interesting books here? I am a man. Well, I suppose not a man, but I am a creature of intelligence and intrigue. Do you think there's anything here that would pique my interest? Just trying to distract him further and
Leo,
seem more official.
Leo is clearly irritated at this point, and he's like, "What does that have to do with an inspection of the
I'm like,
church
oh,
in the
okay,
middle of
well,
services? I'm sorry, but you
I'll
agreed."
just straight up admit that your church is up to code, but we're in office of holy literature, and I'm intrigued by this. Like, I'm kind of in between faiths. Is there anything that you would recommend me to read? Is there anything that piques your interest? What's your favorite book? Uh,
You can see that he's having like a really hard time because this is like an opportunity to maybe convert someone, but he just really wants you to get the fuck out of here. So he's like, well,
I'm causing a crisis of faith in another being.
it's like I can't turn down a potential follower of Melil. Hold on, I'll find you something. And he kind of shuffles around for a minute and he pulls out a book that basically looks like a Bible and says Book of Melil on it. And he hands it to you and he's like, you'll find many of the answers that you seek in here. And if you'd ever return to Base Bay, perhaps you might come in a timely manner to one of our services without your friend accompanying you, and we would be happy to have you in our congregation.
It's like, oh,
Might I
I
escort you
will
out at this time?
I will certainly read this. I am glad to let you know that your church is up to code, and I have found
Wonderful to hear.
nothing strange going on here. And I uh, thank you for this book. I will definitely read it.
And probably while you guys are having the conversation, Hegnus is going to be like
He will
lifting up
definitely not
pews.
read it.
Like Hegnus will be like lifting up pews and like just being really annoying and obnoxious.
Yeah, people definitely notice you guys, and they're staying focused on the sermon and
Well,
everything.
he might read it. Malil is neutral good. He might read it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you just look up the wiki here.
Yeah,
Really,
I
the
pulled it
Forgotten
up.
Realms. Yeah, I'll put it in the chat for you too. And that's your book. Get some bardic information about Malil. You can share it with your bandmates if you want. I don't know if they're big readers. Can Agnes read?
Forgotten Realm. Yeah, that's the exact site I'm on right
Yeah,
now.
Forgotten Realms wiki. I think you were saying that before. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, he
Alright.
serves Ogma. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's like
Not a church of Ogma,
lesser
but it's a
god.
church of a guy who serves Ogma.
Yeah.
All right, Leo's
Yeah.
gonna escort you out.
Robbie will read that in his downtime. And I'm like, okay, well, everything seems on the up and up. Your construction is good. Sorry for interrupting you. But we just needed to make sure this was all, kosher here and that, your ceiling wasn't going to fall in and kill dozens of people. So, you get a stamp of approval. I don't have my stamp on me right now, but you'll receive it in the mail in 2 to 4 weeks.
Lies, lies, lies. Is that another deception? I feel like that's another deception.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just told him he's gonna get mail. I was letting the other ones kind of go because you already, you deceived him. But I feel like,
14.
hmm,
Deception against what? The mail service?
Oh, insight.
just that that he that he's actually gonna get this mail. I mean, you're
Stamp.
lying.
Yeah.
Hang on, let me see what I did for his.
I can use. Give me a second here.
Can't you use your little gnome?
Does 14 pass?
Hang on, I gotta do an opposing check. I'm gonna open his little character sheet here. Oh,
Because I have 2 built for successes. I can add D4s to them.
I almost want a silvery barbs. Uh,
Oh, that was bad.
Do it.
yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and like reaction.
That was also bad. Okay,
So,
so I'm up to 16.
okay.
Hegnus is gonna like use his reaction. Silvery bar.
Oh, you're
Are
cutting.
you pushed to talking?
Huh?
You're cutting out a
Oh.
little bit, Clint.
Oh, let me
Yeah.
scoot it up. Sorry. Hello. Test.
Yeah, there you
Test.
go.
Test.
Yeah, that
Cool.
works.
I
That's
scooted
why I
close enough.
asked if you were like pushed to talking because
Oh,
you
no.
were like, I'm
Cutting
gonna
out.
use silvery bot. And then cut out.
Nice. Yeah, Hegnus will use his preemptively silvery barbs, Leo. I know
Okay.
it does use a verb component. So maybe Hegnus will say something to Leo. Well, I mean, I guess he's gonna know that I.
Distracting him.
Yeah, let me see. I gotta read Silvery Barbs again.
I'll go ahead and post it for you.
You
I
magic.
can speak very loudly while it's occurring to be like, you will certainly receive this in like 2 to 4 business weeks, like loud and slowly to try to,
Cover up my spell.
yeah.
Well, it says you magically distract the triggering creature, so maybe you like throw your voice or something, so he doesn't even know that it's
Okay.
your voice.
Throw your voice in the well.
There is a well.
That's good. Okay.
Or you could do,
Maybe
like a
I.
bird chirping or I don't know, something to distract him.
It's in.
So maybe I'll I'll stare at him and do like the classic like dwarf like like one of those noises for him to look at me. Maybe while Robbie's lying to him. Catch him off
Yeah,
guard.
with my 16, my 2 nat 1s off of a freaking D4.
He's very weirded out by this like entire encounter, and especially how Robbie is like, "You will get your mail. It will have your stamp. I don't have the stamp on me." And he's like,
Yeah.
"Okay." And then right when Robbie's
I
saying
must
all of
send
this,
it back
Agnes
to the
grabs him.
office.
He's like,
Yeah.
"Whoa!"
I must send my report back to the central office, and then they will send it to you in 2 to 4 business weeks.
Oh man, he did way better that time, but actually the first time he did pretty bad. So I have to take the lower of the two, so you just barely managed to convince him that he is
Awesome.
indeed going to get a stamped
Stamp in the mail.
A building
something
inspection
in the
permit.
mail.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, okay.
A once every 10 years building inspection
I
permit.
will, I will let my leader, Father Fenric, know. Um, have a nice day. And he's gonna run back inside
Ellie
again.
seems pretty cool, actually. Melil.
Malil.
Melil.
Malil.
Malil. I had to look up how to pronounce these like 1,000 times because I couldn't remember.
Yeah, I might worship Melil.
I was looking for something that seemed like a bard god, and Malil was pretty fitting. Okay.
Yeah, that seems like a good disciple of Ogma. Or
And musically
Ogma.
inclined followers.
Ogma.
Actually, I'll leave Leo visible to you guys. So the church is pretty obvious, but this is generally
So
so you can
nothing
find him.
shady seemed to be happening inside that church,
I think just
as far
besides
as we
us.
saw.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
just
you guys were
us.
the shadiest.
Yeah,
It was
we were the shady things.
the
So
people.
that church is just like very religious and opposed to, you know, people not wanting the town to expand.
Yeah, they just want to party and have a good life. And if that means more vineyards, then so be it. If Malil wills it.
All right. So once we exit, I'm like, all right, we need to talk with Alejandro because I talked with Winnie, the leader of the opposition, and I also talked for that thief that he was looking for. So I think I think I need to fill you guys in on those two things.
Good work, Robbie. I pat you on
Yes.
the shoulder.
Mhm. You were a very good partner in crime. I mean, not crime. We did not commit crime. I did not see you commit crime. There was no crime.
It's like chaotic cop and neutral good cop.
Yeah. He's trying so hard to be good, but he is just always around you, and you're just always doing terrible things. And he's like, oh shit, no, not crime. I didn't do crime. I just did deception. That's not crime, right? That's just moral crime. Okay.
Just on a
Oh,
side note, it's really neat to go from playing like a lawful good in our last campaign.
To not.
right?
Yeah, that's
I
kind
think
of fun
naughty
to.
characters are more fun to play, personally, but
Yeah, I'm usually the guy that like kidnaps people and like ties them to a chair and just threatens them. Or the one that like I don't know. There was a campaign where we killed a bunch of like bandits and while everyone else was setting the body pile on fire to try to get rid of the evidence, like me and one other person were like uh, interrogating the last living one while the other ones weren't looking. And then once we got the information we needed, we just, with them tied up, threw them and gagged them on top of the fire. And then revealed like 2 sessions later what we'd done, and everyone was aghast. So playing like the guy who is trying to be good, but
Robbie's so
still
nice.
trying to trick. Yeah, like I'm trying to be
So
so
helpful.
innocent with Robbie, but also like trying to figure out how to lie. So yeah, I'm gonna come down here, and Hegnus and I will fill Alejandro in on that. I'll leave that to Hegnus to fill in, and then I'll
Free wine.
fill Alejandro in on the thief and Winnie.
Oh yeah, and real quick, um, Robbie had asked Winnie where she lives. And so she kind of sketches on his little rough map that he's got that she lives in a
His
settlement south of town, south of Base Bay.
Okay, awesome.
on his cobbler shoe.
Yes. I think he's got a piece of
I've got
parchment.
lots of parchment,
And I
or
found
I've
a
got
thing in the
lots of
player's
paper.
handbook that says that anyone can make a map, but Dustin feels like you should have to have cartographer's tools, which makes sense. So I'm gonna do some reading
I have
after the
cartographer's tools, but
right?
I feel like people can make a rough sketch. Like it won't be accurate, but
But you'll
like you'll
know.
get the general direction.
Yeah. I feel like what you're making, Robbie understands. But if you handed it to Hegnis or Alejandro, they'd be like, Robbie, this doesn't make any fucking sense. So,
It's a Charlie Kelly map.
yes. Yes. Exactly.
Yeah. Robbie understands it. No one else. Anyone else would be like, these are drawings of
Denim chicken?
spiders and broken glass and a piano. What's going on here?
Denim chicken. All right. So Winnie lives south of town. Carry on. Not like in
I
the
guess
south end, like south, like past, like outside of Base Bay.
Yeah, we need to get the druids working with the farmers. That's what we need to do.
definitely.
We also have 2 songs we can play today.
I will go to the Tree of Changing. And I'll put my my regular clothes back on.
I suppose Robbie will do the same now that he is done deceiving everyone. And we'll just go back to flashy Robbie.
And then I'll tell Alejandro that I stole some wine. Now, if we do one spell left, I was pretty flippant with my spells for the because I use sleep and silver barbs. But I know Robbie said he wanted to check out.
I
Do we wanna-
know
Clint, you're
Robbie
kind of
learned
cutting
that
in and out again.
this is the soup
Oh.
kitchen.
You
Where
want to check
if
out the
we
soup
have
kitchen?
like ill-begotten things,
Hang on.
we can meet what's her face there.
I did say across the street, but I meant, yeah.
Oh,
Here, I'll make another.
over here?
By the way, I labeled your tree
Oh.
for you.
I love that Tree of Changing.
You're welcome.
Love it.
So is it here or here?
Here, I'm putting no label on it. First here.
Okay, soup kitchen is where we meet her. All
Can
right.
you make those
That's
smaller?
here we go.
So big.
Yes.
I tried to add text, but I assume you have that turned off.
I don't think you can if you're not the DM.
Yeah. It
Okay.
gives me the option to do it, but
Looking at soup kitchen, how's that size?
oh, I can
Smaller?
draw
Better, yeah.
shapes.
Is it?
I can't undo it.
I can make all of them as small as the word soup kitchen if we need to.
Oh. I made a square, but I can't remove it.
Can you, if you click on it, can you hit delete?
Here, I got you. Boom.
Okay. Yeah. So I can draw things, but I can't.
Yes.
I put a large cock on there.
You put a
You
large
did?
cock on where? Okay.
You did not.
Yeah, it's right here. It's kind of like the hidden turkey you put on.
Oh, you did put a large. I was looking for a drawing. Here, I gotta zoom in for anybody that might be looking. Large cock.
Does that mean we'll get demonetized on YouTube?
Ooh,
Or,
yeah. Delete. I don't know.
I don't think cock. I think cock is fine.
Yeah, I think we can. I don't know. I don't know any of the YouTube rules. I just know that the first video that I uploaded, because we played clips of songs that we had like gotten from fucking YouTube.
Oh yeah.
We played like YouTube clips of songs, but then it flagged them and was like, "Hey, just so you know, this is copyrighted, but like it's okay. We'll let you play them." I'm like, thanks, because I got them from you. So, but yeah. Anyway, okay. So Agnes is going to the Tree of Changing, and you changed back in your regular costume. Is that right?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. I got distracted by labeling.
No, I love it.
Now you guys can see.
Yeah, I can label stuff too.
Yeah, great. I'm so excited for that. And it's a
Awesome.
beautiful sunny day because I made Dustin roll for the weather. And it's a great
Love
day.
it.
Yeah. So if you guys want to, you can perform outside somewhere.
Did we perform here last time?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. You guys want to perform there again? Or do you want to
I
maybe
think we
like
should perform
try?
out in front of the church here.
Like,
See if Leo comes back out.
oh my god.
Seems risky. Seems risky.
Like on the church steps or
Oh, thing.
oh, that thing.
Nah, we should go back to our part of town, probably.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah, you're starting to get some like really classist vibes from Base Bay.
Yeah. We are.
Robbie, are you gonna go with
Oh
them?
yeah, Robbie's following. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Do we want to try to perform like right here? By the well?
It's a good spot.
Sweet.
That's like you're kind of starting to get like a few familiar faces down there because
Soup kitchen people.
yeah, and like
Down there all the time. Yeah, they recognize us.
well,
We're a 2 out of 10 at the soup kitchen.
you're staying in Bertrude's bunkhouse, and I think have you stayed there one night, 2 nights? Let's check.
Couple nights.
One night you've stayed there, so but you guys have performed by this well before, and Agnes actually put on quite the performance last time he was by the well.
Oh, when I caught myself on fire?
Yes. I think that was when you were by the well. Yeah, how many inspiration die do you guys have left?
I have one.
I have one.
Okay,
I
I think
have one.
Do we all have 3?
so.
I have two.
Okay.
My charisma isn't as high.
Oh, that's right. Okay. So Robbie
Yeah.
has 3, Alejandro has 3, Agnes has 2. You're not as inspiring, Agnes.
Nope.
It's okay though. You're still more inspiring than the average person. Okay, I'm just gonna run and grab a beer while you guys figure out what you're gonna do here with your remaining.
Okay.
You've got
Well,
two performances left, or 2 acts
I'll,
left.
I'll give Robbie an inspiration just because I have one.
Uh,
Give Alejandro one because I have one left.
Thank you.
I have one left, so I will give it to Agnes, I guess.
All right.
Sweet. Perfect.
So I have 2 spell slots left, so I can do a costume change or light show or whatever.
Love it. I have one spell left. I could do the fairy fire for we could be the Blue Man Group.
Yeah.
And I know. Oh my
I
goodness.
say we should at least do 20s.
Yeah. So Sarky, Seriphai. It's like terrify. Yep. Seriphai.
It's kind of like Sarah,
Um,
but Sarah.
yeah.
Sarah Wi-Fi.
Sarah Wi-Fi. So Sarah Wi-Fi suggested Hegnus do the bagpipes first. So maybe we should practice that. Maybe I will try to first. Uh,
Yeah,
I'll make us the Blue Man Group. And in the journal, does it show the?
Does it show what?
Oh, I was making sure that it just showed up. They do. So you said they go for a 20, and that would be new,
Mm-hmm.
right? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and I updated the performances thing since we've been
I
like,
thought so.
yeah, I
Cool.
deleted the duets because I was like, that's stupid. It's basically the same as a band. So I don't know. But if you guys feel like you want to do bring that back, we can. Excuse me. And then I just tried
Love
to
it.
like fix it up a little bit.
Love it. So I think Hegnus's plan for this performance will be to do Fairy Fire on all of us, and then do a new song. And try to get a 20.
Nice. You guys just planning on the one thing for now? See how it goes.
And then Alejandro, you said you wanted to do a wardrobe change and light show?
Yeah, I can do
Okay.
either one. Or both.
Sweet. What you got, Robbie?
Let's see. Give me a second. Sorry. My
Oh, you're
screen
good.
is frozen. Are we just rolling performance?
What do you want to
I
do
think
for your act?
we're checking your
Oh.
resources.
I want to. Wait. Sorry. I lost track of what we were doing. I was reading up on my spells.
Oh, you're good. We're gonna do a performance because I think we have 2 left for the day to do. So I was gonna go first, and try to hit a DC 20, and then I guess we're just gonna see if
Yeah, then
you're gonna
I'll
go
try it.
second.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna go Alejandro second. I guess Robbie, you're gonna for a performance.
All right. Yeah, I'll try for the 20 as well.
Sweet. Once again, I have to set expectations. Hegnus is not as charismatic as everyone. You know, his so just say that real quick. So do we want to start? Do we want to make some noise to try to get a crowd? What do you guys want to do?
You guys have a band name now.
Oh yeah. Was everyone cool with that? I didn't want to like try to.
Yeah, we saw Justin in person earlier today.
Yeah, I'm
and
fine.
he
I
said,
think
yeah.
it's cool.
Oh, awesome, sweet.
What was it again? Unorthodox?
Yeah, unorthodox.
Unorthodox. Yeah.
Ooh, hey, I have an awesome idea. I can't say the word. Prestidigitation.
That's so
Yeah.
hard to say.
Yes.
Prestidigitation.
There you go. I think Alejandro knows that.
Yeah.
That's a cantrip, yeah. Maybe like
Totally.
before we could start, like you could like I don't know, like boom your voice and like make the Gandalf loud voice and
Yeah. Oh,
be like now presenting unorthodox.
it's
You know?
the the announcer.
Yeah. Up to you, just an idea. I don't think that would like give us advantage or anything. Sounds cool.
Now playing tonight at the fountain. Unorthodox. The bards like you've never seen them before.
There's a guy sitting outside Bertrude's bunkhouse who's like, yeah! And a few other people kind of stop, it's the usual. Stop and see what's gonna happen.
Coming up in just a few minutes, the new band, Unorthodox.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
All right, we starting with Agnes?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Sweet. I will use my last spell for the day. I will use Fairy Fire on us.
Nice. You guys are all
And we'll
covered in
be
blue
Blue Man group again. You said there's like 3 people watching us, or
flames. Yeah, maybe 5. I don't know. It's
maybe
hard to say.
5. Okay.
There's like I don't know if you see these like kind of they look sort of like tents.
Shantytown, yeah.
Yeah, like these guys, they're just hanging out selling stuff so they can see you. They're like a
Sweet. Like a
kind of
bazaar.
like passive audience. Yeah, they're just trying to get the people coming in and out here, selling random,
Nice.
really specific stuff.
Okay.
Or
Yeah, and there's going to be traffic coming like, this way,
Sweet.
this way.
Okay.
So we got some
So
people.
I think Hegnus will like, so he has his bagpipes, and since he caught himself on, he's gonna like kind of like play to the crowd. He's gonna like reach in for, and he doesn't. And he puts it back.
Wait, hang on. Can you repeat that again? You were starting to cut out a little bit.
yeah,
Oh,
your sweet mic's not working.
dang it!
I
I
know
know
it
what
doesn't
it
usually
is.
do that.
My my sister-in-law lives across the street, and I have an extender on my Wi-Fi,
Oh, yeah.
and her Wi-Fi got turned off, so I'm letting her use my internet.
You're so nice.
So there's like 2 families using my internet. So sorry about that.
That's
Can you
okay.
hear
That's
me
what
now, though?
happens to ours
Yeah.
too. Whenever we're all on.
Yeah, I heard all of
devices.
that.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Awesome. Good stuff. So Hegnus will. This was where he caught himself on fire. So like the 5 people that are watching, he's hoping one of them at least saw him catch himself on fire. He's gonna like kind of play up to that, and like reach for his flask, and then like maybe he'll look at Alejandra, or maybe they're like, "Urgh," and so he'll put the flask up as like a joke, and then he'll get the bagpipes ready, and I think instead of doing like a because before all I've really done is like war music, I think I might try to do like a dirge, like a sad
Okay.
bagpipe song, like a
Yeah.
somber, like almost something you play at a funeral.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like my idea is maybe when we do like Battle of the Bands, maybe I will
Make
hopefully
the
that.
opponents cry, man.
Yeah, yeah. That's my
That'd be
plan
so
anyway.
sad that they won't be able to perform.
Yep. A great
It-
idea.
Can't go on.
might
I'm
work.
dead, man.
It might work. So I'll do a performance.
Sweet. Well, you have
Do I get
advantage because of fairy fire since you cast that
perfect?
first. Yeah.
Awesome. So I'll do.
And you're going for
Nice.
20.
Nice.
Ooh.
Right on the dot.
Oh, yeah. Robbie, roll your d6. I always forget about that. Justin, are you still with us?
Me?
Yes.
Yeah.
We need a d6 from you.
A D6?
Yeah.
Alright. Not super helpful.
Yup.
Yes! I'm
Finally.
so excited. Roll another d6.
Robbie, you fucked it up.
I'm so happy.
There's another
Okay.
one for me.
Oh no.
All right. Well, you only
Not bad, actually.
yeah,
Oh,
you
that's
wanted
good.
to get a 1 on that one, so good job. All right, so you got a 22 minus 1 is a 21. So you still managed to pass the check.
Pulled it
so
off.
so
Well,
Agnes starts in, and Alejandro is, he's with it, and Robbie doesn't seem to notice that you guys have started performing. And so you guys kind of have to be like, Robbie, Robbie,
Sorry, I
come
was looking for a song.
on. No, you're good. And but it's cool. It's cool. You
Looking
guys,
for a
you
song,
pull
huh?
it off. You pull off the bagpipe dirges. All right, who is next? Was it Alejandro? You guys are
Yeah.
doing your
Yeah, I'm
practice set,
going
right?
last.
Are you casting?
We only have 2, right?
Well, 2 that you
Or
can
we're all.
lead. So the one that Hegnis just did doesn't count. Oh wait, no, we have been doing it that way, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, never
Yeah.
mind. Sorry,
So we only have 1 more to do.
I'm high. Yeah.
I was just gonna use disguise self.
Okay.
Do sweet costume change under the lovely blue light.
nice.
Is there a blue type of person? I could change into something blue.
Is there? I mean, like,
Or I could be a blue tiefling.
are gnomes? Yeah, because
Or a
tieflings are
blue.
purple. You're
I
already
could switch. Yeah, I'm already purple. I could
But
be a blue dwarf.
tieflings can be lots of colors.
I'll switch to a blue dwarf.
okay.
But I'm still like 5'7".
I'm gonna do an opposing
A very
check to
tall
that.
dwarf.
Yeah, I'm very tall dwarf. Do it. You gotta roll intelligence check. 13's the save.
13. Okay. Sorry, I should have had this one already up. My generic citizen. I've just been having most people be a bard. Okay. Patton.
Bum, bum,
So,
bum, 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 bum.
your disguise totally works.
Nice. I guess silent image. Does that one have a save? Oh yeah, they do. Okay.
So disguise self?
Yeah, we're good.
I'm
So
sorry,
just
remind me again
roll
what your
performance, right?
yeah, and remind me again what you said you were disguising yourself as.
A blue dwarf.
That's right. Okay.
So me and
A
Hagnis
tall
do a
one.
little and
Like, could you make yourself like look like me?
yeah, totally. I
Like
already
a
did.
blue version of
that's
A blue
Hegnis.
Hagnis, yeah.
Nice.
That's awesome.
So we have regular Hegnis with blue fire, and then
I
blue
can dance around with
Hegnis.
him. Yeah.
But you're
We
still
can
like 6'8", right? Or 5'8"?
yeah,
Okay.
tall.
7.
A little bit. I can't remember what I put on it.
Yeah,
I
said
thought you were freakishly tall.
69. 69. I should have known.
6'9". Okay.
Nice.
All right, so you're a
So you're
convincing
5'9".
but weirdly tall.
Blue
Blue
Hegnis.
blue Hagnis.
Yeah.
And people are like, "Whoa, what?"
Oh, got that one out of the way.
No, you're.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Do I need my d6?
I'm gonna go ahead and
Yes.
roll
Robbie
my
needs to do a d6.
inspiration die too.
Hey, it's not a 1.
Nice. You guys totally get your 20.
Is our inspiration die D6?
Yeah.
Mhm. You don't need it though because you got your 20, right?
Well, we're
16.
done for the day, so I'm gonna flourish.
Okay.
I mean, I
Add
still
one
go
more.
after this, but
I mean, you could try to do your con
Yeah,
save
we can actually. Yeah.
if you wanted to
Oh
save.
no, Robbie's up next though, right?
yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna go and roll my d6 for Robbie, and I'm gonna step away for 1 second. I gotta go grab something from. But
Well, roll a con
oh,
save.
oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
So I roll a con save to.
Just to continue, because you guys did 3 performances for or 3 acts for Seriphai for your rehearsal, and then you guys just did one with Hegnis and one with Alejandro, so you guys got to do a con save to keep going. Oh, Hegnis is good to go.
Awesome. I'm gonna step away just for 1 second.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
You're good, man.
Sorry.
Ooh,
Nice.
Oh, Robbie's good to go. And
that
Alejandro's
was a
good to
nat
go. You guys
20.
can totally keep going. And unfortunately, we know that Hegnis already is taking away from the performance.
So Hegnes rolled a 1 for. Was that
Supporting Robbie.
me?
Yeah.
Okay. Robbie wants to get everyone involved for his act.
Doing some audience
Uh,
participation.
because I need singing, and Robbie doesn't sing, he just drums. And let's say we replace the piano in this that I'm going to send with bagpipes. Pretend it works. And can I use color spray as a like flourish at the end of it? Because I have 1 spell slot left.
Yeah, as long as you've got the spell slot, you can do that. Does that one
I
have
want to just,
opposing check?
as usual, cast it like straight in the air so I don't just blind
Oh yeah, that's right.
the people in the front row. So I'm gonna do that. And then I'm sending this song so that you can see the drums in it. And then performance,
And you have advantage.
which is good. Oh, not great.
14. Is Robbie still inspired?
Yeah, I think so.
I think
Everybody
so.
had
So I
one.
get another D6.
Yep.
Yeah, everybody had one.
And then did Alejandro roll
Oh,
I didn't
his
roll my
1.
D6
D6?
now.
Okay, so we're up.
Right, so
Oh,
16.
okay, so now we're up
Oh,
to
22.
22? 21.
Yeah.
21.
21. But we got to see
Well,
what
it.
Hagnis is going to detract from you guys. So we need Clint to
Oh,
roll
he rolled a
another.
1 for me.
Yeah, he rolled a 1, so he has to roll another d6, and we're going to subtract that
Okay.
number from the overall.
Oh,
Yeah. So you
oh
guys are at
no!
21, and you
We're
need
gonna
a
lose our
20.
first one.
Let's smoke.
Yeah, we're gonna lose our first performance.
I'm excited. I added some little audience people for you.
But we get to do 4 more.
Yeah, now if you want to.
We have to do 15s when we run out of advantages, though.
Yeah, because you've used a lot of inspiration,
Yeah,
a lot of spell slots.
they're all gone. Just
Mhm.
one more spell slot for me. One more 20. Maybe I'll save it to the end. Here you go.
Thanks.
Oh no.
What?
Is it hot enough? Yeah. Okay.
The first one's always hard to get.
Again. Excuse me. Is Tappy is not screaming? Turn the music down just a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Is that better?
Too quiet. There you go.
Yeah, it's hard for me to tell. So definitely let me know. You can also go into your settings and turn it down.
Oh, the master volume.
Yeah.
Here you go. You ready?
Thanks for dealing with the kids.
Mm-hmm. Does Robbie also have +5? I think he does.
Robbie
For
for
performance?
performance. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've got +5.
Okay, cool. Do you have any spell slots left?
I am out since I used mine on my like end of song,
Oh no, you're good.
like projecting lasers.
So we have 3.
4. Because you rolled a con save right before this one.
Yeah.
You
So
get
we'll
5
do.
more.
I think we should just do 3 regular ones and 1 20.
I'm back. Sorry about that. My dog was whining.
Oh, you're good.
We just need a d6 from you to see. It's actually a high stakes performance right now, but
Oh, a high stakes
yeah.
performance.
Yep.
No
Be the
pressure.
first. Could be the first one I lose.
Oh, it's all the pressure.
Yeah.
Wow.
I've been 100% so far.
Ooh!
Is that a
Loser.
You guys don't pass that check.
what?
Okay, so
Because you rolled a 1, so it gets subtracted.
Oh,
before
I
you
rolled a
left, you had rolled a 1
Uh-huh.
for your d6 for your supporting role
Oh, of Robbie, you mean?
of Robbie. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
it was
got
Robbie, not Alejandro.
you. Damn.
Yeah. So Robbie cast color spray, which gave him advantage, but then he still only got a 14. And then he got a 1 for his inspiration, which brought him up to
Aw.
15. And then Alejandro got a 6. So that brought it up to 21.
I was trying to save you guys.
But then
Fucking drowning out.
Hegnis, yeah. So I think Hegnis needs to have another war flashback.
Oh,
It's another
definitely.
PTSD moment. Forgot that he set himself on fire with fairy fire or something. And he's like, the fire! There's color spray happening. Robbie is shooting like a really bright light up into this cone up above you guys.
Hegnis will say like, "Hit the dirt! Hit the dirt! Foxhole! Foxhole!"
Nice. All right, you guys. You lose the interest of some of the audience members. The guy who was like, "Yeah," he's like, "Oh, I don't know." He's done smoking his pipe and he goes back inside Bertrude's bunkhouse. But there's still some people walking around, and if you guys want to, you can do 4 more. I think Alejandro wants to.
Totally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm down.
I'll try some more. I'm out of spell slots, but
Same.
Well, Dustin, you had it worked out, right?
Yeah, I mean, I got 1 spell left, so we have 1 more advantage. So just 3 regular, 3 15s and a 20. You guys are good with it.
Sure.
yeah, I'll go classic.
All right. All right, Robbie, why don't you roll 3 of them, and then I'll do the finale with the advantage.
All right, let me see what I'm
I'm
going
gonna
to
let you
try.
do some leads.
Oh, Robbie's gonna. Okay.
Yeah.
Unorthodox featuring Robbie the Auto Gnome. With some
Here's his
classic
business
hits you
card.
all know. Yeah. You guys are so supportive. All right, so we just need a performance
If we're
check for
just doing
Robbie, or are you doing?
classic, then I think
Yeah.
Robbie is doing just the most classic.
Yeah, we're just classic in it.
Yeah. So for performance, I got an 18.
Nice.
So that gets it.
Nailed it.
Nice.
Robbie does.
Yeah, 22.
Yeah, Robbie does Wipeout very well.
Nice.
Very, very well. Shit, I could have gone above.
You guys pull it together.
All right.
Robbie jumps back out in front.
Yeah.
Knocks it out of the park.
Twirls the sticks and points at whoever is going up next. Like he just spins them in his hand and then catches them and points at.
Robbie. Because Robbie's next.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, Robbie's up
You're on
again.
a roll.
All right.
Yeah, your drumming has managed to bring Hegnis back out of his like PTSD flashback, and he's like, oh, okay, oh, that's right. It's performing.
Like, I can do that.
Yeah. He hears the music is soothing to Hegnis.
What the hell is Robbie gonna play? I guess I don't have to pick one, like pick a music video
Nah, you can
for
just
all of
yeah.
them.
Yeah, you're good.
I'm still gonna.
You just be like, I
I'm gonna
drum.
do John Bonham's Moby Dick from Solo. Since I think that's John Bonham's best. Like
Right.
Ooh, nice.
nice.
Let's see if I can not get spooked.
Yeah. Doing good.
Killing it.
All right. Does that mean
Go,
I have
Robbie,
one
go,
more?
go.
Yeah, do it. Do another
Go,
one.
Robbie, go.
All right.
Right?
I've already done YYZ. I think that was my very first one. You know what?
Yeah.
Let's just go with the always crowd pleaser. The very short, but everyone loves it. Drum solo from "In the Air Tonight." The duh,
Nice.
duh, 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 duh,
Yeah,
duh, duh.
I know that one.
There we go.
All
Nice.
right,
All
we did really
right.
good on those.
And then, now that he has played his three, uh, he does the twirling and points to the next one.
All right, so I gotta burn my last spell slot so we can bring up the lights. Do the fucking grand finale.
Love it.
Lights go everywhere. Laser lights and shit.
Okay. Let me do my quick little.
At least for 15-foot cube.
um, it's cool and all, but for some reason, the people can totally tell that it's like
Womp
an
womp.
illusion. Yeah. I don't know. The lights are maybe they got a nat 20 on that check, so
Roll.
They already saw a laser light show.
yeah. They're like, it's the middle of the day. You can't really see the lights very well because of the
So true.
sunlight, you know.
I didn't think that one through.
They're like, man, what's
Honey,
supposed to be happening right now? Yep. All right.
you get participated.
D6s. You just need a 15,
Decent.
right? For this one? Or no, you need a 20. Going for a 20. Okay.
I think we'll get it unless I.
Oh,
Oh, come on. Oh, man.
yes. Okay, so we had
Yeah, sorry.
20. It's back down to 19, right? Yeah, plus 3 minus 3. So,
Did you use your inspiration yet?
Yeah.
yeah, I think he's all out.
Yep.
Oh,
Damn.
Hegness slips back into another flashback or something. That's okay. It happens.
I guess I'll like scream. I'm like, goblins, goblins, and I'll hit the deck and try to hide under
Goblin.
a lip
It's
of
the
the.
Snakes and Barrels episode of Metalocalypse.
Well, switching around positions didn't really work good for us today, but we learned some stuff, and I think we won overall.
Yeah, there's like one guy that's still, yeah, he's impressed, but the other
Right?
people, they've had enough of Hegness's. He's performing, and then he thinks he's on fire, and then he's performing, and then he thinks he's in the war.
He's taking too
They don't
much
really know.
liquid
It's
death
confusing.
snake.
Yeah. Wait.
All right, so let's see. We got 2, we got
Yeah, figure out how
4,
many points you got.
we got 6, 7.
Let's see. We already gave you your points from your rehearsal from last time, so
Right,
Yeah,
and then we
because I
got
was
the
up to
first 2, and those
15.
were worth 2. So that was 4.
yeah, the first two were.
You get it. Everyone gets 4 no matter what. Add the 4.
Yeah, you all get to add 4.
Oh, really?
I'm just
Well,
one shy of
Yeah.
20.
we're doing the math as we go here.
Okay.
Oh, awesome.
So add 4. Then you guys failed, right? That was
Mhm.
when, and that one was on that was Robbie's, and you guys were going for new.
Yeah, it was 2.
So now you're going to subtract 2.
Okay.
Still up.
Okay, and then we had Robbie.
the singles. He
Those
killed
were
all 3
classics,
singles.
yeah.
Yeah.
Pass, pass, pass. So that's 3 points. But then Hegnus. You guys, for the last one, that was a new, so that's -2.
Yeah.
So you can either add 3 and subtract 2, or you can just add 1.
Yeah, so we got 3 overall, right? Is that what you guys got?
That's what I got. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm at 18.
Yes.
So 3 overall.
3
yeah.
more than you started with.
All right, we did it.
Nice.
It was nothing like a
So-
good day's work. I
What
gotta
are
go
you
to
guys'
work, man.
What are your
I
scores?
gotta go to work, guys. It was fucking great jamming, but it's time to go slop some tables.
That's
I'm
true.
supposed to be spinning signs right now.
We're all supposed to be at work right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go change real quick.
Yeah, go get ready for work.
I think I'm out
Add your 2 silver for
like
your
here
work.
somewhere.
Oh, hey, you get money. Okay, you guys gained 3 points overall.
Yeah.
So roll 3d6.
All of us?
No, just one person roll 3d6.
Okay.
Well, Hegnus is not going to roll.
And add 2 silver.
Why not?
You know what? I'm actually kind of happy. I roll some shitty rolls
I'm
every now and
so
then.
happy because I was like,
It
man,
fits my
no
character.
one's ever gonna roll a 1. Yeah, it's good that Hegnus did it too. But I was like, no one's ever gonna roll a 1 and ruin the
Always
performance.
roll ones. For sure.
I think it makes it better.
Oh, definitely.
Did you roll a 3d6 yet?
No, I was gonna let someone else do it, but I'll roll. There you go.
Ah, you
8
being the general plural, you.
I was trying to whisper that to me, but it didn't work.
Yeah, so
8 copper, nice.
yeah, people aren't like thrilled with the whole, dwarf doesn't seem to really know if he's in the war and a performance thing, but some people still really liked it, so I tossed some copies your way.
How much silver do I get for my day job?
2.
Enough for 2 beers,
Everybody
right?
gets 2 silver.
For dinner.
Yeah.
I don't drink. Yeah.
Well, you guys
2
get a
beers
free
and
meal at Bertrude's
yeah.
every night, so
And I can steal some food at work too, probably.
yeah, so it's up to you.
Eat some garbage.
Like you did in real life when we worked at Red Robin. Yep.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Are you guys going back to the bunkhouse after your shifts when you're done with work?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Think
probably
about-
change and then go drink and eat. Or go drink. and
Robbie
eat some
is
cool beers.
still loaded.
Have some gold.
Yeah, you are loaded.
That's true.
Um,
Bertrude's got like the
It
mess
helps
hall
that
area.
Robbie
She can sell some stuff to you.
doesn't eat or drink, and that like my background is wretched because I sleep standing up, and I'm still aware of my surroundings. So
Well, now you sleep on top of a crate. But yeah.
standing up,
He can have his
just
own bunk if he
silently.
wants.
Yeah, I'm just in sleep mode watching Hegnus, like on alert in case he does something terrible in the middle of the night.
Right.
in my mind, I just picture Robbie as like the lamp like on the nightstand.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah, my eyes are still glowing. I assume I can shut them off if I want to, but Robbie's just like a nightlight standing on top of the bed.
Amazing.
I'm gonna disappear for a second.
I think Hegnus, I think he kind of wants to buy Bert a beer.
Oh.
Yeah. think so.
Let's get you guys in the front door here. Alejandro is not on stage. Okay, Bertrude is, let's see, it's evening because you guys have all worked and since come back to, I mean, it's kind of like your home.
Yeah.
You basically
Mhm.
came back home. So
It's our home base, if nothing else. Yeah.
yeah, so she's like working the bar, um, taking orders, checking on people, seeing if anybody needs anything. So you are welcome to approach her there if you'd like. You can sit down by the fireplace. You can go wherever you want to go.
Awesome. Give me 1 second.
Turn the music down a little bit there. And since it's evening, there are going to be, let's see, what is it? It's a Thursday night. So there's going to be, a few people hanging around. There's probably some people up on the stage kind of doing some like impromptu, but still like pretty good sounding group band type performance stuff. Karaoke type stuff, maybe. It's not really karaoke. People generally know like the same songs, so they're like, hey, why don't we play that one? You know the one about the shepherd? Yeah, okay.
Robbie wants to ask if anyone in the crowd has a dulcimer he can borrow.
Are you just gonna try to like shout over the crowd?
Yeah, Robbie's gonna go up, like, on stage and just be like, hey, does anyone have a dulcimer? Because I know how to play one, but I don't have one, I don't think. Wait, do I have one?
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
No, I don't have one. I need to buy one.
This guy is gonna come over and say, "Excuse me, sorry, you need to get off the stage. We'll see if we can find you a dulcimer, but there's there's people up here right now, so we need to
I don't see
respect
people
what
up
they're doing."
here. Do you have
I
a
know I don't
dulcimer?
have them up there, but just pretend that there are people up on stage.
Robbie's like, ah, fine, and then goes back to a chair. Robbie has a song he wants to play.
He's like, "Is there something I can get for you?"
A dulcimer.
Right, that's right, a dulcimer. Okay.
Or someone that has a dulcimer that doesn't want to give it up. And if you've got like a songhorn or any kind of horn, basically. If you don't have a dulcimer, and if you can find me someone with a dulcimer,
You have
I got a
specific
song to play.
needs.
There's a song in my like autoclave heart.
By the way, this guy is he's very like pale and almost like jaundiced, but he's also very like charming. And he's been like walking around and cleaning up tables and talking to people. And
Mm.
he's got
The
a
guy
he's got a
next to
nice,
Robbie.
yeah, this guy that's next to
Yeah,
Robbie. So he's like,
Mm.
okay, I will.
yeah.
I'll look for a
Robbie's going to.
dulcimer. You just hang tight here, sweetheart. I'm gonna go look for a dulcimer for you, okay?
Oh, okay, that sounds
Just
great.
let me
Also,
go.
before you leave, man who escorted me off stage, what is your name? I
My
live here.
name is Nevin Nimbleheart. Nice to meet you. What's your name?
I am Robbie. Just
Robbie.
Robbie. Robbie the
Okay.
Auto Gnome, if you want to give me more names than I have. But
And
nice
are
to
you
meet you. I
staying
will
here,
stay here.
Robbie, or are you only here for this evening?
Oh no, I basically live here.
Great. Well, I look forward to seeing you around. Why don't you just sit tight and I'm gonna go look for that dulcimer, Robbie.
I will do this. I will be in this exact seat. And then he just
He's gonna come over
like
here and be
counts
like,
his fingers
"Oh my god!"
repeatedly.
He's gonna talk shit to Bertrude. But I feel like Bertrude's distracted.
I was gonna say, can Hegnus hear him talking shit?
Yeah. Yes.
Definitely. So Hegnus, maybe before Nevin approaches, maybe like while Robbie was talking to Nevin, um, Hegnus approaches.
Oh,
Your
Hegnus is here.
in-laws' Wi-Fi is stealing your mic again.
Ah, damn it. Okay, hang on. Is that better?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Can everyone else hear me?
Yep.
Okay, sweet. So maybe while Nevin was talking, the Hegnus will confidently walk up to the bar, like making eye contact. I made 2 silver for my job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are the bars? Do like the same?
What was that? You're still cutting out a little bit.
Ah, dang it.
It's okay.
My bad. What are the rates?
Oh, the prices.
Yeah.
Did I have?
Let me check the journal.
Where'd it go? Okay.
Nice.
This one doesn't actually give the specific prices, but I've just been doing the lowest end of the range. So,
Nice. Okay.
Bertrude for sure is going to have diluted drinks because that's what she serves most of the time. That's like,
Okay.
you get like 1 meal and 1 diluted drink every day with your like room and board. She's also going to have weak and moderate
Moderate?
drinks. Yeah, but I
Nice.
don't think she's going to have strong because she actually doesn't want people to be like wasted in her establishment. So she wants people to have a good time and she's trying to make some money, but she's not trying to get people like really
So the
rowdy like
first,
some of the other places.
so the diluted drinks are only 1 copper.
Yep.
So for 5 copper, you can have 5 beers.
Uh-huh.
That gets you 1 buzz.
Yes.
Or you can
Nice.
spend
5 copper.
you can spend 20 copper. 2 silver to get 2 weak beverages that get you 1 level of intoxication.
So like 3-2 beer.
Yeah, so either 5 copper or 2 silver.
So Hegnus will pull out his little coin purse. He'll put 2 silver on the table,
Mm.
and he'll order 2.
Oh no, you get 2 moderates. We'll
Yeah.
add 2 levels of intoxication.
So I'm going to take a drink, and I'm
Have
going
you
to
drank
have.
with Agnes before, Alejandro?
Just reading it.
Robbie can hear from over here, and he's just like,
But moderate's the best deal,
okay.
right?
I think so. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's usually what Agnes seems to go for. So yeah, so for
Awesome.
2 silver, you can get 2 moderate drinks.
So I'm going to take a drink, and then when she hands me the second drink, I hand it back to.
Oh,
I'm going to say, Bert. What was my accent? Yarr.
Yarr.
Yarr. It's like a pirate, but not a pirate.
a Scottish pirate.
The pirate takes
Pirate. Bert, bless me whiskers. You have the most majestic mustache I've ever seen. You must be a beholder, because I can see beauty in your eyes.
Bert
You see,
blushes.
are you a bard, Bert? Because you're plucking at me heartstrings.
She kind of fans herself. She takes like the bottom of her beard up And she kind of fans herself with the whiskers. She's like, "Oh, been a long time since a laddie talked to me that way.
It's long overdue, lassie.
I suppose I'll have a drink with you." And she knocks back the drink, which let me figure out if it's a moderate drink. I think I've been having that be like either wine or like a really strong beer. I think
Nice.
Gertrude, she's a dwarf. She's probably going to have a really strong beer. So we'll go with that. It's like an imperial beer. It's really alcoholic. It's like a 10%er.
Nice.
Yeah. And she fucking chugs it like a champion. You see like a few little dribbles in her whiskers, but yeah, she's definitely knocked back some beers in her day.
So that was my day's salary.
Yeah.
And so I
That
made
doesn't
8.
last long.
I made 8 copper. So I'm going to use 4 copper. And I'll buy us each 2 low tier drinks.
Oh, you're so generous.
Can I motion towards uh Niven, whatever, like back over to my table?
Mhm. It's like, yeah.
I'm like, hey, here's 14 copper. When he starts seeming like visibly inebriated, can you get Bertrude to cut him off? The last time he got drunk, he tried to kill a man in another bar, and I don't think you want that to happen.
He
And I
goes,
just kind of like slide him the money.
he takes the money and he's like, "Oh, don't worry, honey. Gertrude will cut him off, but I'll take the money anyway. Thanks. Bye."
Like, cool. You got anything on that Dulcimer yet?
Nope.
Okay, I'll just sit here and wait.
Awesome. Awesome.
It's like,
Yeah,
oh
that's
my
all I
god,
had.
that
I
guy
just
asked
wanted
me for a
to.
dulcimer again.
Awesome.
Gertrude is flattered.
Sweet.
She's blushing and fanning herself, and she can't blame the beer because she was flushed before that. So she'll take your drink or your cup and her cup, and start wiping them out. I can't imagine they have running water, so she probably has a disgusting wash tub under the
Of like
water.
gross beer.
Of like, yeah, it's like soapy water, but it's gross. And she just kind of dunks it in there and like rubs a little rag around in there and then sets it off to the side to dry. She's
Do I need to roll any constitution saves for those drinks I had?
like,
I had
okay,
3
let's see.
total. I had a strong and 2 super weak ones.
Oh, let me remind myself here. Oh, I think you have to do 4 levels because of your constitution.
Oh, gotcha. It takes more. I gotcha.
Okay, let's see. It's your constitution modifier +1.
Should be 4. Yep.
Yeah. So you need to get 4 levels of intoxication. And you just had a moderate beverage, which adds 1 level of intoxication. And then you bought, remind me again what you bought.
Oh, I bought 2 diluted ones for me and then 2 for diluted.
Okay. And then you got a free diluted one, but you would need to drink 2 more diluted ones to get to that second level of intoxication. So you're a
Okay.
little tipsy, but you're
You
doing
know,
good. Agnes
when
can
in
handle it.
Rome, I'll buy 2 more.
Okay.
And the whole time I'm just like saying like cheesy dwarven pickup lines.
You're gonna buy 2 more diluted or 2 more moderates?
Diluted.
Okay. And is this you're gonna do one for you and one for Bert again?
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay. She's like,
Well, he's
this is nothing. I drank this with breakfast. She chugs that one. No problem.
Awesome.
while
Awesome.
he's doing that, I'm going to go down here and give Alejandro a bar of soap, and be like, "Hey, here's a bar of soap. I don't need it. In exchange, it's your turn to watch Agnes. I'm going to sleep. Uh, so now you're holding a bar of soap, and I'm going to bed."
All right, no problem, buddy.
I was like, "Yeah, remember? I think you were there last time. He tried to beat a man to death. I'm tired of that. I'm gonna go glow in the darkness for a while. Good night."
Not gonna fund his binge drinking tonight.
No, he learned his lesson.
Awesome.
What is an instrument that's like really similar to a dulcimer, but it's not a dulcimer?
A
Like a
steel
steel
guitar?
guitar. That's what I was thinking. Okay,
Yeah.
so Nevin, he's like,
Oh, now that
knock,
I'm
knock, knock, knock,
asleep.
knock, knock. Yeah.
Yeah.
He knocks on your door and he's like, I think I found a dulcimer.
I will wake up and be like, "Oh, dulcimer?
And he hands you a steel guitar.
Okay." I will thank him and be like,
Bye.
"Well, I'll play this in the morning."
He goes back to
I
work.
was like, "Keep an eye on that dwarf." Steel guitar is not in there. I'll just put dulcimer.
Bertrude will tell Agnes, I have to say, I look forward to having you around. And then she's gonna kind of go back to her work. She'll clean the glasses in the disgusting wash tub again.
Gross. Awesome. I
They
guess
do
Agnes.
have an oven they could like boil them in.
True.
But
Agnes.
I do enjoy the just dirty dishwater.
Yeah, she's gonna save
Uh,
time. She doesn't, maybe like at the end of the night, they can boil a bunch of the plates and dishes in like a big vat of water, but she's a working gal.
Awesome. I think Agnes will maybe go to here, maybe? Kind of like tipsy, make his way over here and see if anyone.
See if what?
No, I'm gonna see if anyone wants to play some dice.
Mm. Play some dice. Sorry, you're cutting out
I've
a little bit again. So
dang it.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna see if anyone wants to play a dice game with me.
Does Hegnis already have a dice game in mind?
Ooh, let me do some googling.
That's what I was gonna have to do. It's cool. It gives me a chance to go grab another beer.
Awesome. I'll look it up while you're gone.
Okay.
Let's see.
There was a point in time when I did know some dice games, but
Same here.
maybe Dustin can help you out.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what it's called. We played that game where you like you roll 3 5s, it's 500.
Oh, Farkle. Is that what you're talking about?
Ones are 100. Yeah, I don't know. And if you don't get a point, then you lose, or you can
Yeah.
keep your points.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that game is called Farkle.
That's what we always played.
Yeah.
We
Perfect.
called it 10,000 because you had to go to
Ah.
10,000 to win.
I've heard that name as well.
Yeah, that game's cool.
Yeah, I'll do that. That's easy.
Or you could just do like one round of Yahtzee.
Probably easier.
You get the most points in one round of Yahtzee.
Love it. Yeah, for
Yeah.
having the soldier background, I get a free, I guess, dice set.
Right on.
Yeah.
Yeah. 10,000 is greed or crap out.
Crap out. I've heard that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Dice 1,000, 5,000, 10,000. That's all like Farkle before they published it.
Hmm.
Zilch, Foo, Boxcar, Bogus, Crap Out, Lewis Dice.
Well, since it's 11 o'clock and Dustin is sleepy, and we're kind of at like a natural stopping point, and I don't know any dice games, why don't we like call it here and we'll
Sure.
figure out some dice games for Hegnus to play with random people in the bunkhouse.
Love it. Good session, guys.
Yep, that was fun.
Uh, oh, and next time I'm gonna finally get to use the chart that I found in Xanathar's. So there will be a 1% chance that you might encounter D6 cats.
You and the cats.
It
I
We've
just
love
been
it.
made me laugh
all about
so
the
much.
fighting cats. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yep.
All
So do we
right.
get a rest?
Yeah, if you want to go back to the room, I think Robbie is already
Mm,
engaged
yeah.
in a long rest. So if Alejandro wants to go back to the
Yeah.
grape room, assuming that Robbie hasn't locked him out because Robbie has the key.
No, the door's still open.
Okay.
I forgot Robbie keeps the key in his stomach.
Yeah,
Mouth.
Yeah.
inside himself. Yeah.
The chest inside of him, yes.
Yep. All right. Well, thanks, guys.
Yeah. Good
Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
that
game.
was
Yeah, good
fun.
games.
Yay.
Like the slow descent of Robbie and Hegnus to Training Day.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Robbie's still trying to be good, but there are little flashes of Agnes rubbing off on him.
Yeah, I don't think Agnes can say
But
that he's good anymore. I think we've
yeah,
established.
No. Definitely not after
Neutral.
stealing communion.
yeah.
Definitely not after stealing communion wine.
Whereas
So
Robbie
good.
let a thief go free.
Oh yeah, you can add that to your buzz. The communion
Oh,
one.
that's right. The communion wine. Yeah, you
I'm
get
not
some
sure
free
you
wine at
want
the
to be
end.
flashing that around though. That would raise some questions.
No, but Agnes can drink it wherever he wants. If he wants to go back to
Yeah.
the room and drink it, if he wants to drink it at the mess hall, wherever he wants to drink it, he can. He can use it for fire breathing.
Yeah, I think I'm going to use it for the performance.
Okay.
I love how incredibly sacrilegious that is.
Very, very much so.
I don't even know if wine has a high enough ABV to catch on fire, but
Communion
Oh,
vodka.
we should Google
Yeah.
that. Yeah, we should find out. That could be funny. It could be a spectacular fail.
He's spraying wine everywhere.
He's just
Amazing.
projectile vomiting liquor instead of breathing fire.
I mean, you know.
Love it.
All right. Well, see you guys next Sunday, unless we decide to do otherwise.
Yeah, heck yeah. Is it Sunday yet?
Right? I love it.
See you guys. Take it easy.
All right.
Yep.
All right, man.
Have a good one.
Nighty night.
Bye.